Okay, I think I'm live. I'm not sure. Let's see what's going on. How much latency do we have? Okay, that looks pretty good.
You hear me?
Why do you like Swifty, by the way?
Please behave. I don't even know, and it's my mod, whatever. He, she, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Well, there's a lot of types of psychosis. I mean, you have like schizophrenia, where you have like there's a lot of different ways that can manifest, like hallucinations and multiple personalities. But it's very rare for a person to be very specific. It isn't like a documented thing for a person to say, "I believe I'm a table," or that's particularly uncommon. That's not classical psychosis. I mean that transgenderism doesn't fall under that category. But again, if you don't believe that transgender people like exist or like should be able to operate in the gender of their choice, then it's gonna be hard to like convince you otherwise. I get that, but I mean, I could just give you my experiences. I remember I was talking to this one woman online, and she was saying how attempted suicide many times, and that no matter how hard she tries, there was a time when she felt like in college she was just going to be a dude with tits, and that was the best she could possibly be as far as making her identity match her body. And um, I I want to help her. I don't want to like tell her that she's wrong and that she needs different. Tell her what's right for her. I just want to like be cool with it if I can, and I think that's the case for a lot of people. Do you know any transgender people? I guess I don't know any. I've never met anyone with species dysphoria, and no, no. Well, I do see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. That like that this is similar. That someone thinking that they're a dog is similar to a person thinking that they're a woman. I get what you're saying there. I just think that it's taking it far, and that there's kind of two directions you could go. One is like, okay, I did hear about that story about the man that like said I want to go to the court and ask them to change my birthday so I'm 20 rather than 50, and the court denied that. They said that this is not acceptable. This would cause all kinds of problems for various things. You're just being annoyed. You're just annoyed by people that are transgender, and you're trying to use the court system to make a case that really we don't agree with. And what's up, Zin? No. Right. So there's like two ways you can approach that. One is just like, fine, how does it affect me? I don't care if you want to say you're 20 when you're actually 50. I don't have a problem with that. That's one direction. Or you could say that this has to have like a basis in reality in order to be taken, to go through. And then there's that difference. It's like, well, no, obviously you're 50, and this is something that we can establish, scientifically. But then when it comes to the person that's like, well, obviously you're male, and we can establish that you should feel male and establish it scientifically. It's a little more challenging. Anyway, we just lost someone, and I was hoping to talk about the date I went on yesterday sometime, but when we're done with this, certainly. I Yeah. Well, that's okay. So that's a strange system. I mean, yes, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, I could say no. I don't think that's that would be useful. But I'm wondering, like, personally, what would you do in my situation where you're talking to this woman, and she says that she feels like she's just going to be a dude with tits? How would you approach that? Okay, okay. So take this. So you've done that. You've told her that you've told her off. She goes off and kills herself. Now what? Like, would have you accomplished your goal in in that by like making her feel bad and making her feel like causing her to go kill herself? Like, honestly, is that what you want? Okay, okay. So you need to be more. So you should be more specific or figure out more helpful ways to help this person who believes they're female than just simply like yelling at them and like telling them that they're wrong. I think I get that. I get okay. So yeah, that's more specific. And yeah, I mean, I know a lot of transgender people from red states, as we call them here in the United States, and it's very difficult for them. They have to fight every moment of every day to like be there, and just everything they do is a fight. Going to the bathroom is a fight. And then you have transgender folks in blue states where they're a lot more chill. They're a lot more happy. I mean, I know I've been on Tumblr and I met a lot of people that are just these toxic trans people that are like, Tumblr staff is full of turfs and they can't stand, they just have to fight all the time. And I'm like, come on, please, this is not helpful and you're not happy. And this is making things really unpleasant for other people like Zen, who feels like he has to like accept this thing that he hasn't really examined or doesn't believe in, or else you're gonna like yell at him, and that's not cool. um Not yelling at him, but it is suicide is a lot more common than it is with the general population. So you're right, not every single one, but it's tragic, and I wish that we could figure out ways so that that doesn't happen as often as it does. Uh huh. Well, yeah, it's different, but yeah, but let's examine it. I mean, like, I think it's a very bizarre case, and I think like he's probably just gonna be homeless, and no one really cares. I mean, like, I don't, I mean, yeah. So the question: should we like teach our children that it's okay to be a pillow, or that this particular person is a pillow? Um, I think we got a lot of time in school to do a lot of things. I think like having it at my church, having like a Sunday school where we talk about like, yeah, this guy, he thinks he's a pillow, and that's really hard, and like his life is difficult, and it's up to you to figure out if you want to let him be a pillow in your life. But um, I don't think just like intentionally teaching like everyone in school, like all the kids, like, hey, anyone that says they're a pillow is definitely not a pillow. That would also not be good. I think that, and you kind of, and I feel like you're kind of like jumping to the extreme where we're just like all of society like has to be taught that this man is a pillow, and that seems kind of strange. I think like if someone asks, you have to figure out, you have to help them find their own answer, and it would be better if, particularly with transgenderism, a lot more people were a lot more accepting of what a person's real feelings are, and like understanding like what it's like to be a man trapped in a woman's body. Does that even happen? Yeah, and I do see that. Like having a tremendous number of genders is very difficult for a programmer. You're trying to like ask people like, "What's your gender?" and we're trying to like do stuff with that information, and someone's going to get really upset with you if your only options are man or woman. So you're like, "Well, do I just make like a blank text box? You can put whatever you want in here because that's going to go nuts, and that's going to be really hard to maintain and to do anything with that information." And so it would be good if we had like a limited, a finite number of genders, and I like Zer pronouns. I mean that's my feeling on that, on the pronoun issue particularly, is that I want to make a place where like my thoughts and my words can like work together. And sometimes when I'm trying to refer to someone that I don't know their gender, I don't want to say just he all the time, and because that's not necessarily accurate. I'd rather say just Zer and it, or is or C. But not a lot of people are going along with that, so you kind of use they them pronouns a lot of times. But as a programmer, I that's my feeling, is that I don't, is if someone says I want to be, my pronouns are like His Royal Majesty or Moonshine or something, I'm just gonna say on my program, no, I'm sorry, that is not an option. You can only be he, him, or he, she, or Z, and that's only options you have, and that's what I'm comfortable with. So, right, right. Well, like that's the thing. Like, am I a man? Like, I think I'm a man. Like, that's it works for me, and I kind of like to think that like, is it like some metaphysical spirit or soul that is like outside of reality that like you can definitely detect that I am like a male spirit rather than like a female spirit. And no, I don't think that's the case. I think the only thing we can see is reality. I'm an atheist, and I don't, that's real. I can go into that, but I think that like socially, it's nice that there is a space, I guess, when I want to be male that I can like identify as male. That makes things work better. But I don't know. I'm a he him. I'm just saying that it exists, and it's handy if it's, and I like that there's a place in society, although it isn't on the top of my mind most of the time. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if we could do like some, like have an fMRI or or an EEG that would actually like put it on your head and you'd say like, yes, you are definitely male or you are definitely female, and this coincides with the identity that you are choosing, and then you can like we can like actually have social implications like about pronouns, I guess, or any place that any place that that data might be important, we could actually go back to that physical evidence. For me, I mean, like the main place it comes down for me is like with my daughter. If my daughter like became 12 and told me like, Dad, I think I'm actually a boy, I'm like, okay, well, what do I do in that situation? And I think in general, there's like, wouldn't it be cool if you just didn't have gender in society, and if you feel like wearing makeup and painting your nails, you could just do that. Well, it hasn't. She's 7 right now. So the question is like other implications. Like if she wanted to do hormone therapy, would I allow that? And it's like, well, that's crazy. That's like body modification, and right. I think it should be up to the parents. I think like if hormone therapy were right for my daughter, then I would probably see that coming a mile away. I'd probably see that like really early. Like, okay, this is something where she's having body dysphoria, and this is the case. And if someone says like, no, 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 you have to like accept your daughter's gender and give her hormone therapy if she's a boy, regardless, I'm going to say that's a bit extreme, and you have to trust my judgment as a parent. And I know there's some parents that are just like not going to be like looking at these things, and they're going to deny their child's ability, their child's request to transition, um, even though it's probably going to make them a lot happier, and that's unfortunate. But that's kind of where I think the society be. So you have like the social, implications of gender, and then you have like the biological implications of hormone therapy. Right, right. So that's probably not an issue. Probably doesn't. I mean, like I'm fine calling one of my favorite poets. They were identify as non-gender. The Andrea Gibson, and so I try my best to use they them pronouns when I'm referring to Andrea Gibson. It's a little hard and complicated, but I don't know. It has its advantages, and I don't always correct my mom when she uses she pronouns when I'm talking about Andrea Gibson. But yeah. Right. So yeah, so that's so first off with the ZZM, that's something that I do. I don't care necessarily what a person wants to identify as, and if it's not he, she, they, or Z, then that's a problem for me. I can't make an infinite number of options on my test. So that's for me. And then usually I ask permission from the person I'm talking about and the person I'm talking to when I use Zer pronouns. But that's kind of something specific to me, as I said. Um, Now, as far as Dre Gibson, one time I was talking to them in a concert, and they said that when they were like 20, they found that non binary was an option and it really worked for them. They like being non binary, and they can have a community of people that also accept them as non binary. And if there's a community of people that do not accept them as non binary, and that's too bad. She when she was like 20, really liked to be in that other community, and so that's a challenge, I guess, because it'd be nice if we could have people that you know don't necessarily agree with all of your politics, but still are willing to use the pronouns that you like. But we're probably 10 or 15 years from that period. So yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's something that they would definitely would be good to know. As far as talking to the non-binary people that I know, it's pretty rare. A lot of people are identify as man or woman, and I can get that a lot more readily. Um, I know Andrea just you know, what does it feel like? Um, it's just it's not being female. It's kind of freedom. I'd have to ask her or him or they. You know.
Yeah, because if it literally just means like don't feel masculine or don't feel feminine, I don't understand why you can't just be like a not so masculine man or a not so feminine woman. I don't understand why you need to be a fucking Pokemon gender to like I'm sorry, but I think the shit with like dog self and like random words they come up with, I don't. It feels
Or
like
yeah, people who say like
I
dog
don't
self
understand
aren't
why you
really.
would tell me that I should accept that you're dog and dog self.
It definitely does make a different community. I can definitely see that. That you get you quickly and effectively make it so the people that don't agree with your politics are not gonna like accept you or not gonna be around you, and that's not cool. You shouldn't do that. Um,
How do you make it different? Like when you hear someone say there, I can read this out loud to you here. Dog gender or sorry, dog gender or dog gender in which one thing?
Well,
So
this is like a small
is it the
minority of people
identity
in the actual. Sorry.
and wait and a fauna gender in which one feels an extreme strong connection to dogs or other uh cana what uh canidaes or some shit. Other strongly identifying with them or simply wanting to incorporate them into their gender to better understand their identity. So
Zen.
these people strongly feel like a dog?
Yeah.
Yes.
So for people, for dogs specifically, okay. Um, dog gender isn't really a thing. It's not really a psychological phenomenon. And if it was, it would probably be studied more. But like in terms of like actual like mental illnesses, where people genuinely believe that they are a dog, and they behave like they're a dog, and they eat like they're a dog, and they do stuff like they're a dog. That's a genuine like
I mean, eating
mental illness that can happen. Um,
this is from the official gender and LGBTQ Wikipedia pages. Like this is from the gender fandom page.
yes,
Like,
this is not an actual phenomenon though. Like in terms of like, if you want to talk about like the psychological disorder of where people feel like they are dogs, like genuinely believe, then yeah, I can talk to you about that because I know a little bit more about that
here, here. But how
specifically.
about these people who don't feel like they don't walk on four legs, but they just want to be called dog self from now on? Well, how like if I were to scan their brain, do you believe there's some kind of inherent difference that encodes dog gender into their brain?
No.
I think it'd be a difference. They probably got some psychotic issues going on, but I.
How
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, but I mean, okay, so let's go with that. Let's say like yeah, that because there's people that are that want to identify as dog, and that's all that we don't think that's probably a good idea. That means that like no transgender person should identify as a gender other than themselves, or that like identifying as anything is necessarily a psychosis. And you can see that this is like you should be allowed to identify as things, and it's not always the same thing as identifying as a dog, right? I mean, you identify as a man, I assume. Does that mean you're crazy?
well, I don't. I wouldn't say I identify as a man. I would just say if you put my hands down to that dick, that's the
Well, if
like
somebody
as a
asks you if you're a
biological
man or
thing.
a woman, what would you say?
What did you say?
If somebody asks you if you're a man or a woman, what would you say?
I would say I'm a man because I have a penis. That's the logic. I have XY chromosomes, right? It's based on a biological symptom. It's like being blonde-haired or blue-eyed.
I mean,
You
okay, but
can't identify as blue-eyed. You are. You either are or you're not. You can't identify as a black person, for example. You're either
right.
black or white.
Well, that works for some people, but not everyone. To say like like I can pull down my pants and show you my genitals, and you can identify that as male genitals. obviously there's people that like that's not going to work for, you know, that have like
How about if someone identifies as black, but I look at them and I see white skin?
I know a guy like that. His name is Matt Dunford. It's kind of a strange coincidence of alleles and things, but he is very very white passing. So I remember one time he came to our comic book group and he's like this 30-year-old man bringing picked up by his mother just so he can tell everyone, yeah, see, my mom is actually black, and it's like wow, it's challenging for Matt, you know, because he is you know, and you're like, what were you like adopted? And like, you're saying, like, no, he is honestly like African heritage and like on his mom's side, his dad is white, but he identifies as black, and I don't tell him he's not. I just, and I accept that. I say, you know, but it's like, where does this affect things? He's into comic books, which isn't typical in the black culture, you know, for black culturalism. Um,
They're fucking picture animals with types of dance somewhere. If you take my DNA test, fucking Spain and like Spain and the Netherlands mainly, and some random other parts of Europe on the DNA test, right? So I told you, I don't see any heritage for in Africa. I don't have any DNA from Africa. My skin is white. I don't speak an African language.
Yeah. Matt was talking about that. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Well, he was talking about this person that was like a African studies professor in I think Oregon, and she had been pretending to have African heritage like her whole life, and had like missed her mother's funeral because she didn't want to be outed as a white person. And finally, like this news reporter said, yeah, here's some pictures of her as a kid. She is obviously trying very hard to look, you know, African descent, and she lost her job and everyone hated her, and it was a big problem. Matt was saying like no, like your identity, as you know, your racial identity is up to you, and if you want to be black, go for it, you know, that's his opinion, you know, and like that's not common in society to take that position that like you can just be whatever race you want to be, and it's not objective. But I can see that Matt at least, you know, siding with the woman in from Oregon, you know, and I don't know if that's a problem. Personally, I don't know what to make of this woman in Oregon. I think if she's a good African American studies teacher, she should continue doing it. It's too bad that she has to like pretend to have African heritage to do that.
In this case, we can say factually she doesn't have African DNA. I don't think this would like let's say this. Let's say this woman would tell you she would kill herself if you don't call her black. Would you like tell all of the black people to accept her saying the N word and accept everyone like
There's a lot of trans people aren't saying I'm gonna kill myself if you don't call me that.
yeah, if like went up to you and say I will kill myself if you don't call me
Well,
black, would you?
no, I mean like a lot of trans people aren't doing that.
Right, but uh, yeah, and they're not. It's
They're not telling people, hey, if you don't call me a woman, I'm going to kill myself.
Okay, so let's say he's isn't telling people but en masse because
But
he
it's
is
usually
all
not just
transracial up killing themselves.
it's usually not just them not being black. It's usually they get harassed in the streets, beat up, sometimes even killed.
Yeah, I mean, and so kind of the thing is, there's like cultural space that like has its own reality. Like, am I culturally black? Was this woman from Oregon culturally black? Am I culturally white? You know, and then there's like the DNA space. You know, like the DNA objectivity and the racial features that I guess we can look at. And these are two things that both exist. You know, um,
If you just told me that the reason why they kill themselves is not because they don't get comfortable, but because they
That's a part of it.
outside of
Usually they get harassed. Usually they
yeah,
get
so isn't
hurt.
this non-transition someone getting harassed because they don't feel like transgender?
Yes, but then you're gonna feel immense doubt in your own personhood, and you would not have done yourself anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, getting into the mind of just the one person that I met. Yeah, I'm just trying. I used that as an example. This person I met online in the VR chat room, who was, she was telling me that like that's just what it felt like. It felt like that life wasn't worth living, because that no matter what she did, she was always going to be very, miserable and uncomfortable and like trying to perform for some as being something that she's not. It's not that she's like trying to use her life as a token to try to push some cultural agenda. I'm just saying that like the impression I got was that it was very hard for her to live as a man, and that it's something that shouldn't be that big an issue, but I'd like to get away from the suicide aspect of it, because I think we're both, yeah. I wanted to get to this question of culture. Anyway, culture and like being cultural black versus. Mm.
No, it's not. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond just
But
it's
yeah, that's it's a tough one. What does it feel like to be a man trapped in a woman's body? And like, I don't know. I'm a man trapped in a man's body, and I have a difficulty understanding what it is like, and describing what it's like to be transgender, but I guess on the one hand, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't care about gender too much, and I want to live in a world where you don't have to have a gender all the time. And I guess secondly, like if this person says that they're happier if I like in my mind I visualize them as a woman, I and I like culturally treat them that way in the cultural reality, then I guess I don't have a problem doing that. Um,
outside of the body, since clearly the body is not real. So, what outside of the body is there to being a woman? Like,
yeah,
what
it's
gender would you be?
cultural reality. I guess that's the best answer I can give for your question. That there's a cult.
For example, liking pink is what you're talking about, or
Sure, maybe. I mean, I don't. Yeah, liking pink. It's hard as a man. I don't think of myself as a man most of the time inside my head. It doesn't occur to me. So if
what does it mean to be a man? What does the word man mean?
what do you want? I mean, like, okay, there is no definition, therefore you're right. I mean, what are you looking for here?
What do you mean when you use this word? Because if I don't know the definition of the word you're using, I can't really understand your argument.
I'm not arguing, and yeah, I'm just saying that there. I don't know. I don't know what the definition of a man, what it is to be a man. I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, like, if you can get pregnant, you're probably not a man. As far as biological speaking, your sex is biologically someone that can give birth. And that's how I see it. Is you have your gender expression and you have your biological sex. And if you're transgender, that means that it doesn't match. If you're transsexual, it means that your body does match you've changed your body so it does match. That doesn't work for everyone, but that's how I see it. Is that you have these two, the cultural reality, and then you have like the physical reality. Um,
Okay, so what is it then? Like, how does the culture define being a man, first of all?
huh. Um. Yeah, I can grow a beard, I guess. Yeah.
That's a physical thing, that's not cultural, bro.
Well, I mean, I can wear a beard, I suppose, and it's something that's obvious. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it. What is it like being a man? It's like, what is it like being human, or just art is everything, and like then what's art? If everything that I experience is experienced as a man, I can only guess about what it's like to experience anything that is not a man. So based on the reflections that I get, it seems that I can I can get, if I go to the bar and I order a fruity drink, someone's like, "Oh, that's not manly enough." You have to order like something that tastes terrible. And I'm like, Yeah. I mean, I know that I get accused. Like it's a lot more likely that I'm going to be accused of being a pedophile than a person who's a woman. I know that's a difference that's there, and I have to like watch it if I talk about pedophilia because it's like, oh, are you sure you're not? Like, yes, I'm pretty sure I'm not. But that's something that like men have to deal with. Um, you know, I don't know. I mean, it depends on the context, really. Of like how is it different to be a man versus a woman versus a non-binary or anything, and I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me, what is it like for you to be a man?
I gotta be honest, like for me, it's just like the reason I call myself pretty is one, literally because of my genitals and the fact that I know I have a certain, I have a certain body, like every fucking fiber of your being, I guess, is either a man or a woman. Like if you look at the hips, you can see if it's a man or a woman. You can look at the shoulders, you can look at the facial structure, you can look at the contrast between someone's lips and eyes and stuff and see their gender.
Yeah, well, I remember that. Like, there was one time I was talking to my friend Nick, and I was saying, like, I remember when I was like 12 or like 10, I was going through puberty, and I could like lick my upper lip, and it felt like sandpaper all of a sudden. And I was like, that's really strange. And then he was like, yeah, I'm just going through that same transition too. And I think it's so strange when I can like that feeling of my upper lip against my tongue and how it feels like sandpaper, and you know, just different things like the body hair and the muscles and having genitalia that kind of like can get stuck on things in your pants, and you can sit on your balls, and these are all things that are physically part of being a man and that most men will experience. I don't know if my friend Nick will ever have the experience of sitting on his balls, but I don't know if that's like a central aspect of manhood.
Yeah, yeah. If you mean like hypermasculine, if this is what you mean when you mean hypermasculine, then yes, I know this. I wouldn't call it being a macho, I would rather just call it like I guess manliness, I guess, because this is different between every man. It's not like you either feel masculine or you don't. It's like you can feel a bit masculine or non-masculine, and it's like I wouldn't say that if there's a man who feels feminine, who feels like he's like not really the most masculine version with like high pitched voice and shit. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't call this person a woman. I
Okay.
wouldn't think of you as a woman. I would just say they're like a feminine man, right? So if you mean masculinity, then I guess like it's a certain behavior, like talking louder than a woman and stuff like this, and
And deeper, not necessarily louder all the time. But yeah, we don't have to yell at each other.
like becoming more dominant in like conversations and shit. And
Hmm.
stuff like this, just behavior and stuff. But if this is what they mean with like they feel like a man, then I don't see why like letting a woman act like I would say a man, but they aren't killing themselves for not transitioning to having a penis.
Yeah,
So
but it's different than just being like it's different than just being like I feel like I am a man.
you feel like so you feel like you should have a dick. Like what does being a
I
man
mean,
mean?
it
It's
might be that. It might be.
I don't.
It might be. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. I mean, I know my friend Nick. He has this little like little nub thing that he can put on his clitoris and like have straight sex that way, and he really enjoys that. Because it feels more like himself. You know.
So you're saying these transgenders actually want to like have a penis and have sex with some or not?
I haven't asked him too much about it, but I remember it was something he posted on Facebook, and he was like talking about how cool it was, and I'm like, wow, that is really sharing there. But yeah, I guess for Nick at least, he likes having a dick. It's very short for a dick, but I guess that's. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was hoping to talk about. I mean, I don't. We can keep drilling this into the ground, and I don't think we're going to change our opinions. I can try to explain like my experiences, but I was really hoping to talk about the date I went on yesterday. I was telling people about it. I guess 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I was thinking about that.
Date with
Not date, like a date.
with a woman. Her name is Jen. I was talking about it in chat like 2 days, the day before yesterday. I made a little piece of art for her. Anyway, yeah.
She liked it.
She did. She did. Yeah. Can I drop the link to my YouTube channel? Because there's no one in my room right now. Awesome. Let's see. So yeah, if you could join me in the chat, that would be so amazing. Let's see. I'll just put it right here in general. So yeah. But yeah, I guess I can stay my voice here if you want, or I can because it says there's a lag and, but yeah, it was the overall. We're not having a second date, and I'm very disappointed in that. Um, but yeah, we went to the Broad. I saw the Oblivion Room from Kasama, and like up until that point, everything was going pretty well, and then it was just this really bizarre experience when I came out of that room. I was talking about things that were difficult and too intense, and I was trying to like calm down and not be so intense, but I wasn't able to. And Jen was like, not it didn't go well. But anyway, but yeah, that's kind of the story that I'm hoping to tell on anywhere on YouTube or where or here or wherever we're at.
Okay, yeah. So like, um,
Did you click the link or?
yeah,
Okay, so
because yeah, it's in general.
did it work? Are you? I mean, can you say like hello in the chat or?
Oh, hold on, I forgot.
So he's live right now, streaming, and this is
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, hello. Good to see you. Um, Mary Curry.
Yeah, it's my it's my Twitch name as well because I stream on Twitch 2 days a night.
Yeah, I would. I need to stream more. I mean, if I ever want to like have anyone in my chat, you know. But I've been like live for like a while, and I've posted in a couple places, but still just kind of by myself. But yeah, it's tough streaming and to like try to get this online. Hey, there's Zen or Templo. It is a fantastic thing to see you. Um, so anyway, yeah, I'll just go over there. So went on a date. There's the art. If you see the art in the upper corner of my Twitch stream or my YouTube stream.
Yeah, I see it. This is well, yeah, but like not always when you post it with a reason. Sometimes it's just
Right.
like because sometimes I'll post my Twitch stuff on like random content.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm very happy that you've chosen to join my YouTube, even though yes, I'm obviously talking to you on Discord in DeBoss's room. So maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. What is reality? And like, am I being too odd by saying like, "Hey Zen, it's great to see you." Moving on, moving on. If you want, or yeah. So in in the date, we had talked, we had texted for like a week or two, and I was really excited. And Jen is, um, she says that she's like a 3, I think, on the on this Ingram scale, and that's the giver. And I was thinking to myself, wow, yeah, and like she's, I was talking to her and thinking like, do you like Tokidoki, and like, is this always sweet thing something that you connect with? And she said, yeah, and she's like a nurse, and I got this idea in my head that like maybe she could be like home, and like wouldn't that be amazing? And she could be like this person that cares about me, and like I feel like a lot of times in relationships I've been looking for like the power couple model, like Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo, where they're both doing really amazing things, or like Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, or I mean Brad Pitt and Judge, what's her name, Angelina Jolie. You know, where it's like the power couple, or Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, and maybe it would be cool to have a relationship where I'm doing as often as I can, and there's someone that wants to be along for the ride, and wants to like, help me with that. And I got kind of wrapped up in this, and I don't know if this is something and I didn't know if that's something that really was Jennifer or Jen, and I don't know if that's something that, like, I was, when I made this piece of art, this little always sweet Tokidoki with the freckles and the glasses, I wasn't sure if she was gonna like that, but I gave it to her, and she thought it was awesome, and I got really excited because I was like, wow, like, what if this works, and yeah, we were just talking about the art, and we were talking about, like, I was kind of stuck on like how to enjoy the art, how to be in a museum, and she was like wanting to go to, to like be a person that goes to museums, but I don't know if that was something she was particularly in her identity, or something that she did a lot. We were talking about the different pieces, and then I was talking about my street art, and she was kind of like dismissive of it. She's like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go and do graffiti. I'm like, no, I send an anonymous letter to the building owner before, asking for permission before I do it. And she was like, that is kind of strange. And I was saying, like, that seems so impersonal. And I was like, well, I mean, there's art that's in a gallery, and that's where, like, at least one person has described it to me, where like the artist has invited you, the audience, into their space, and the audience is then like conforming to that experience. Whereas there's a lot of other art where it's like the artist is being invited into their space, and you are looking at the art in your house or on an ad or wherever you're looking at it, and that's a different experience. Two different majors in art school. And I was like, well, my approach is to kind of like break into your house and read you some poems and then run off, I guess. And that's what street art is, I guess. It's like, you're forced to look at it, and hopefully is what? I don't know who Tadalafil is. Who's Tadalafil? Cialis? That's like the Viagra that lasts a long time. Oh, okay. Yeah. Then well, thank you. Yes. If you want to join the live stream, that'd be great. On YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great. So yeah, we could talk about dick pills if you really want to. Yeah, I don't, because I can't get Discord to go through to the YouTube, so no one can hear what you're saying. But if you want to chat, if you want to like ask your question in the chat, then I can show it up on the YouTube. Do you see the general chat and the little link there? Cool. But yeah, so anyway, I was talking about my date, and anyway, is there any questions so far? Like, I was there, and she was saying that she didn't think street art was good, and I was like, well, why do you even do it? And I was like, I kind of, one of the main reasons I started doing street art was because I thought it'd be a fun first date. I thought I'd have someone come through, and they'd be excited by showing up at 2 a.m. in all black and going around putting art on walls that were not necessarily allowed to do that. And that's actually one of the reasons I bought my first laser cutter. And then I was like, I don't have to do it, I guess, if because I like you and I want you to like me. And if your idea of fun is something else, and the person that you want to date is something else, then I don't know. There's other aspects of me that are central. And she was like, how could you change who you are just to fit what I'm talking about right now? And I was kind of saying, like, well, who do you want to be, and who do you want me to be, and who am I, and who do I want me to be? And that's where my mind was. And that's when kind of things started falling apart. There's Gekka Genks. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah. So tell me about your problems with Cialis, I guess, if you want, or if you want to listen to my date. Okay. Uh, yeah, I mean, my understanding is that like Viagra and I guess Cialis mostly works by increasing your heart rate and pushing through plaque that's in your dick. Make it so that it'll definitely get hard, even if there's like if you're like an older man and there's like a lot of just kind of junk in your blood vessels, which is something that happens, and it's too bad. Um, if you got scar tissue, I don't know. I mean, uh huh. Yeah, I mean, sex is a big part of life, and it's a great thing. Um, so you're having trouble getting it up. Is what it? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's rough. And like, yeah, damn. And I imagine Cialis is just gonna make give you an erection. It's gonna hurt and doesn't really help you. Um, yeah, I don't think pharmaceuticals can help you. I mean, I guess you could like take some medication. You know, yeah. Anyway, cool. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. That's cool. I'm glad you told me about that. I don't know. Um, yeah. I was just talking about my date, and I don't know if anyone's, if you'd be interested in that about this Oblivion Room. Have you heard of Kusama, this artist? I got a picture of her behind me on the chat. That's the artist. She's like 95. She was very popular in the 60s, and now she lives in a mental institution in Japan. Yeah. Oh, that's just a screenshot from Facebook dating. That's They do. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, like it's not owned by Match Group, and I like that because it's better. I mean, because like Match Group just is more interested in making money than they are in helping people find love. Like Tinder used to like actually work. You could like find a date. It was known as a hookup site, but really it worked well if you put in your effort. You could get like a month. You get like a couple dates a month, or maybe one every 2 months, or somewhere in that range. And then Match Group bought it, and it didn't work anymore. And that's too bad. But Facebook dating works, and I really like it. He's still in the chat. He's still there, but yeah, and I don't know. I don't really know what to do about that because I had this story I wanted to tell. And yeah, I guess I could go back to that story about the dates. So yeah. And anyway, I was getting too intense just about like life, and I think it was kind of part of this room, this oblivion room that we were in, created by this woman that was, um, that has schizophrenia and has hallucinations, and like in the room, I was kind of thinking about like something I read where she had written about how. When she was like 12 her first time, she started seeing the pattern on the tablecloth like extend and go all over the ceiling and the chairs and the floor, and it just was consuming everything, and she felt like she had to run before oblivion like captured her and she was one with it. And I guess that's what it's like to be schizophrenic, and like you can tell it's actually a hallucination and she didn't just making it up because it's completely visual, um yeah. So in the room she kind of like has all these dots and these lights and these mirrors that kind of go on forever. And yeah, that was it put me in a different headspace, and I don't know how my life would be different if I hadn't been in that headspace and I hadn't gotten so awkward with Jen. um you know but
People gotta be yourself though. There's obviously gonna be like, what do you think she was like off-put by it, or?
that's what she said. She said that I was being very intense and that I was, she just wanted to talk about normal things. And I kept going on about like, and I was like, I couldn't get my mind off of it, about like how, like, who am I, and who do I want to be, and who does she see when she sees me, and who does she want to be with, and does that like coincide, and if it doesn't coincide, is it possible that I could like change something? Because we're not, and that's one thing she got is like, if you're not sure who you are right now, then I can't possibly date you. We're like in our 40s. You have to know who you are by this point. And I was saying like, I have a vision. I have a lot of things I'm very sure about myself, but I'm still growing. I still have like a person that I want to be, and I'm like trying to move towards that direction. There's always two. There's always the person that you are and you're that you know about, and you're like accepting of that person, and then there's like the person you want to be tomorrow. And I don't think you're ever like done wanting to be better than than you currently are. I mean, at least like maybe some people are, but like that's not me. I still have this vision of what my artistic self, my programmer self, my online politics kind of personality, and all these things are still still trying to find them. And I was hoping that she would join me in that journey. Um, but yeah.
Someone's at the entryway doorbell.
But yeah, so went on a date, and here's some pictures that I had from the room itself. I mean, I should have taken a video. It would have been kind of interesting. But yeah, this was her, and this was kind of like, the three pictures. This little slideshow, I guess, if it goes up. I don't know. There's a pretty big lag between what you're hearing right now and the YouTube feed. But anyway, yeah, that was the date, and still trying. And I like one of the things I was saying is like I want it to hurt again when there's rejection. I remember when I was a 20-year-old, I was so excited about dating, and I would get butterflies, and I would be really eager to like ask someone out. And then as I got older, I discovered that rejection was part of dating, and I just kind of let it roll off. And now I would say like I don't want it to be like that anymore. I want it to hurt when I'm rejected, and I want to be excited when there's a potential. And so now it hurts, and I guess that's okay. I don't know. I have a strong desire to like do something hard, work hard and get programming done, and to be that self that's this amazing artist. And that's kind of what she said is like, maybe I'll keep this always sweet image that you've given me, and it'll be something that I'll have when you're famous, and they can say, yeah, I went on a date with that guy. He was kind of intense. And that's something I'm comfort. Yeah, that's what she said. But yeah, I mean, I said I know it would, like maybe like I've projected all this stuff on you, and like maybe, there's other things that you're not necessarily, that wouldn't work to just be home. Um, but maybe I would just drive her nuts because like I don't do like lightweight conversations really. I don't. I'm not comfortable with small talk, and I don't know if I'm ever going to meet someone that is also similarly like trying to always take it up to turn it up to 10. But that would kind of be an issue with Jennifer. But yeah, I don't know what else I got here. I got this was a a picture by Coons. It's this big balloon dog that we saw. Oh, this is the back of the art that I made. But yeah, I guess that's mostly. Thank you for listening to the story. Do you have any anything else? And again, yeah.
Dating, and then you kind of bounce back. You gotta have like a
Right. Well, and like excitement about dating. I think I was too excited about Jen, and that was a problem. You know, like you can't be. You do have to play it cool. You have to play games. You have to like learn like in the moment to like do this strange human thing where you're like pushing them away on one level and pulling them back on another level, and because I definitely get that. They, like if I like someone, I have to like give them time to like me back before I clobber them with affection. Because that can be off-putting, and I think it's something that happened more when you're younger. And you know, Jen was perhaps put off by like that, but less so. But I don't know. Playing games is annoying, but you do have to do it a little bit, I guess, or at least it probably would have gone better this time if I had played my cards a little closer to my chest. Um, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not too worried about the pain. And I do know, and like, yeah, like I wanted to. I guess I want to be excited, and like the way I say that is like I want it to hurt again. And because like that's evidence that I actually was excited about this. And do I want to wallow in the pain? Like, no. I actually really now I just wanted to like get this idea out here and put this date in the world, and so I could like record it and learn from it, and maybe like make a little YouTube video and pay someone to live stream and pay someone to edit it. I don't know if that's gonna happen this time because I don't know the date. I had it in my mind how this was gonna go, but no, the people in the recording won't be able to hear you because you're just on Discord, and Discord doesn't feed through to YouTube. But it's technical issues that are hard to figure out, and I'll get it right someday. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I definitely want to do some programming today. But how was your day? Yeah, yeah, I'll figure out the streaming thing eventually. Um, yeah, I know I get tired. I mean, boss can go like all day, and I don't know how he does that. I think he feeds off of the anger, or the debate, and I don't. Um, but yeah, having energy for like more than a couple hours can be a challenge. And I guess just stamina, building up stamina and doing it more is gonna be the trick to making the stream happen. But like I know, like for me, like I'm trying to have like two identities. I have like my politics, Doctor Unstoppable identity, and then there's like the Patrick identity that I kind of like make other content on. And I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, yeah. Well, like this one in this video, I've got pictures of Jen. I've got her face. Like, I haven't asked her permission to do that, so this is more like something that I would put on the side that like isn't really advertised, and like I don't know, maybe like 1,000 people in the entire in my life, if that, maybe like 100 people will ever see this, and I'm okay with that. Um, Yeah, yeah, I guess that's really for me. I just wanted to like have a journal, and like I don't care. I do want people to read the journal someday, but I don't really I want to be more free to do stuff. I mean, that's one thing that like I found. I'm pretty sure how it works is like with this with pseudo social relationships, when they like you, they're going to continue to like you for a bit, but when they don't like you, they're going to not like you for a bit, and it kind of limits like what you can say on your media, on your content, and I don't know. I mean, people like it when you're like honest, but I think it's nice to have like a behind the stage where you can just kind of talk about this date and like what you feel, and hopefully in on the when you're on stage, when you're not backstage, you can like still say things, but you don't just blurt out stuff that's going to be embarrassing and make people not like you. I don't know.
Yeah. What I've noticed about being singular is like in terms of like community.
Hmm.
It's like you're the polar opposite to like a lot of the people in the community, but like that's a good thing because like there are communities that are like very intense, even Boston can be intense, and that's not no criticism. Definitely New York can be intense as well. But like you're very like kind, easy to talk to, outgoing, and everything. Whereas like for me, like in with like not just debate, but like sometimes general conversation, I can be a little bit more intense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, or just I like to see the beauty in random humans. Is one of the things that I say. Um, and yeah, and then like I'm all about discussion. I don't debate. I try not to debate. I don't like debate. I don't like trying to like perform for an audience and try to convince the audience. I just want to like convince the person I'm talking to, or not convince myself of their positions. And so that's different in the bosses community, and I think in general, I think like in debating politics, like having some fire and like really like audience baiting and trying to get them, trying to rally the base is probably what sells a lot more than just like kind of like sitting back and like trying to like tell about personal experiences. But we'll see. I mean, streaming politics is not a. I'm not. My goal is not to get fame and fortune. My goal is just to connect with people. So yeah, that's me in this community, and in general, like I like to say, I'm a 44-year-old single father from Orange County, California. I'm a programmer for work, and I make street art for fun. That's my little thing, and I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God or an afterlife, but I generally I wouldn't mind being proven wrong if I did find that. I just hope I just see it as wishful thinking. I do, however, believe in the infinite redeemability of humans. I believe anyone can be good if they want to be good. I don't have any hard evidence for this, but I do believe it to my core. I believe it because I can, because it makes my life better. So that's like my little business card kind of thing about like where I am, and yeah, um, I don't know, and it's like in the description on the Twitch channel. But how about you? Where are you religiously?
Um, I've been going to different churches at different denominations recently because I struggled with it a little bit. Like I was I don't know what it was. There was a lot of them. I was like, or me, and I was atheist just recently. Christian,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
like denominations of churches to figure out which one best suits me, stuff like that.
Cool. Cool. Well, that's a journey. So you were an atheist and now you're a believer. At least it works for you. Um,
Yeah, I was more like a, cause like I was born into like not like a super religious household, like my dad's from like a Catholic household, but like um my parents have faith in God. Well, my mother has faith in God. And yeah.
yeah. Well, that's interesting. And like and just because we agree doesn't mean we're friends, and just because we disagree doesn't mean we're enemies. It's a big important thing. Um, yeah. I mean, my daughter is starting to like have awkwardness around atheism, and I don't know how to deal with that. And I want her to. I mean, I want to tell her what I know to be true, and not just what I know to be true, but like what is true. Like no one has seen God, and like people talk about like, oh, God is here, and I'm like, no, he's not. There's no God here. This is a room, and there's this glass is here. This microphone is here. God is not here. Like saying that God is here is like fundamentally challenging my understanding of here-ness. But that's just me. That's just like so. And I get like why wishful thinking is like fun and like why we do it, and I want to respect people that do believe, but it bothers me when my mom takes it when my mom kind of influences my daughter and tells her that like God is real or stuff. It's or that she has like evidence for God or that like she's felt God, and like that's frustrating. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know how to resolve that. I don't know how to have a society where there's like everyone's cool and like, but this is something so fundamental, and it's like, yeah, well, we still have differences, but we're still cool, and like, I don't know how to do that, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, and like Jen, she was saying how like, well, you don't like Trump, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan, and I try to see the best in people, and I kind of want to talk about Trump and like why I'm not voting for him. And she's like, cool. Well, like I hate his guts, and like can and it would work. It seemed like it worked a lot better than it because if I had said like I might vote for Trump, I don't think she would have been as excited about dating me, over the phone. And that's oh wow. Yeah, but it's just weird that that thing like where your friend people that agree with you, it's a lot easier to be friends with, and like it's like you got to base it on something, I guess. I don't know like or at least some basic level like, well, we agree to disagree, but I'll still like be your friend for some other reason, and that's hard to do.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, so Zen, now that you're back, did were you there for the story about the date?
For a bit, yeah.
You were there for a bit, okay? Because I was hoping to get some footage of my story so that I could like could pay someone to edit it together into a little video I could put on YouTube. And I don't know if I've captured that in the thing. But if you're up for like running through the story again, that would be really cool. Yeah. Um, so let me go back to that, and yeah. I don't know where. What part of the story did you hear? And like, could you chat? Because I got the chat up on my stream, but in the thing, and no one can hear you on Discord. I got to figure out the technicalities of this experiment. Um, but can you like ask a question that I could then respond to, and then I could tell the story based on the question? How did you meet? Okay, awesome. Yeah, yeah. So we met on Facebook dating, and I clicked like and I saw her pictures and we chatted and we talked. We texted. I got her number and we texted for a while. Um, and I got an impression of like what she's like, and um, I saw a picture that she had on her profile with her in a hoodie, and she had this little Tokidoki. I guess I Google searched it on the image search, and it's apparently Dunyetio. Um, and So then I made this art. It says "Always Sweet." It's kind of took me like a day. I mean, honestly, and it's a one of a kind kind of piece. And I had this whole idea of what she was like, as far as and what it would be like to be with her. And I projected a lot, and I might not be totally wrong. I saw that she said she's a 2 on the Enneagram scale, so she's the giver, and she's a nurse, and she's um, Asian, I guess. So that's a thing. I mean, culturally, who knows where that fits? But I just said, and so I made this art, and I was like, yeah, you're a sweet person, and I can imagine. I have this idea of like what it'd be like to like be home and to have a person that like wanted to take care of me, and I thought that would be really incredible, and I thought that maybe that's really what I wanted all along, because I've had this idea that like I want to be with a person that's like doing amazing things and really dynamic and loves talking about deep concepts, but that doesn't always work, and that isn't always what everyone wants. It's not necessarily the right thing to want, or for me to want. And we texted, and I called, and she every morning she said how good morning, and I responded one day, good morning sunshine, a little pet name, sunshine, and she was kind of happy about that, and I was like, this might actually work, so we said we want to go to the Broad Museum on the 24th of May, and so I drove about an hour and a half to get there. And I was at the corner, and I mean, honestly, in my mind, I was thinking like, I don't say it, but like, what if I'm about to meet the person I'm gonna marry? Wouldn't that be amazing? And I was on the corner, and next thing I know, she was there, and she had the tickets, and we went inside. So that's kind of how we met. American girl. I mean, she's originally from Honolulu. Her mom is from Hong Kong, and like her mom was visiting. That was something we texted about. Was like that was really affecting her, because like her mom, she wants her mom to like her. Her mom doesn't like a lot of things, and she's on a visit, and it was just totally draining. And she kind of she finally, like, her mom left, and I was like asking her like, how do you feel? But yeah, she lives in LA. She's been there for many years. She was a teacher before. Now she's a nurse. But yeah, if you could type that in the chat, then it would be part of the video. They can't hear what you're saying on the Discord. What are your plans? My plans. Well, we went to the Broad and we had the date. My plans now are to, in the future. I want to like work hard and be an amazing artist and do a lot of really amazing programming. Um, and it hurts, and I want to hurt a little bit for a little while. That's the thing, for right now. But I don't want to wallow in that hurt, you know. But yeah, did you hear about the Infinity Room or the Oblivion Room? This. Oh yeah, Tupelo. So this Oblivion Room. Yeah. It was an exhibit at the Broad. Um, it was by Yoyi Kusama. That's how you say her name, Kusama. She is a woman that lives in Japan and lives in a mental institution. Yeah, I got a picture of it. Let's see if I can pull that up. This was her. This is Jen in the Oblivion Room. We waited. That's what our tickets were for, because you're only allowed to stay in for a minute, and it kind of puts on this light show. And we waited in line, and we talked, and then Um, in the room, it was a very intense experience for me. It's hard to describe exactly what the lights are like, but I was thinking about Kusama and how she is schizophrenic, or probably that's the diagnosis. She hasn't really been reported about it, but she was writing the story about when she was 12 and she had a hallucination. And one of her first ones, she saw the pattern on the tablecloth starting to spread to the ceiling, and next thing it was on the chairs and the floor. She felt like she had to run before it consumed her and she became one with oblivion. And that's what it's like, I guess, when you've got schizophrenia. Just this intense sense of fear and terror, and she puts a lot of that into her art, and you can see the patterns. And she says that, Kusama says that she does the art as the therapy. She lives in the mental institution, and she goes out to her studio every day and makes the work. I've got a picture of her right here. And she's well known in Japan. There was a time when she was doing a lot of stuff involving nudity and sexuality during the 60s, and her high school removed her name from their roster, their rolls of people that had graduated the high school, because they were so embarrassed about her, and it hurt so much she wanted to commit suicide. She did attempt it a couple times. And she wrote a letter to Richard Nixon about the Vietnam War, promising to have sex with him if he would end it. But that's just kind of Yayo, and the art that she does. And you can feel that in this infinity room, this oblivion room, put me in a different headspace, and I wasn't able to keep my cool necessarily. I was having difficulty like focusing on just simple like small talk or simple conversations that you might have on a first date with Jen after I left the room. So I don't know. I don't know if I was just like acting like a mesmerized, housewife from the Gilded Age or whenever Mesmer was doing it, but maybe it was like the opportunity to act strange, and I just simply felt like I was going to respond to it. Sometimes the Emperor has no clothes, and there really isn't anything behind the art, but it's still cool to like see the clothes and to pretend that you are going to be part of this amazing experience. So that's the thing. But that was the Oblivion Room. What's your next question, Timplo? Or Mercury, if you want to ask a question. How many dates have you had? This was the first date with Jen. We have not been on a date before, and unfortunately, probably won't go on another date. She says she still wants to hang out and like be in LA. And like I said, she says like when I'm famous, as a famous artist, she'll have the little piece that's one of a kind, and she'll tell everyone about how she went on a date with me and Doctor Unstoppable, and it was a thing. But yeah, this is the first date, and there's a certain protocol that might have been better. Thanks. But yeah, I've been dating more in recent months. I went on a date, actually the weekend before on the last Sunday. And she was like an engineer. She works with aerospace, and she said she just wants to turn off her brain at the end of the day and doesn't really want to talk about like deep concepts. I remember we were going hanging out downtown in Laguna Beach, and we walked into this piano salon, and there was a person that did piano for the Bulgarian opera, and it was a really amazing experience to talk about what it's like to have life in the arts. And there was another woman from like the Ukrainian Philharmonic or something, and she also played for us. She doesn't currently play with the Ukrainian Philharmonic because it's not operating right now. But it was this amazing magical experience, and my date got tired and asked that we could leave, so we left. And I think like I need someone to be with that's at least open to those sort of experiences. But yeah, that's kind of what dating's been like recently. I remember about a month ago, or maybe it was 2 months ago now, I went on a date with a woman from who had written 2 books, and she was a professor at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and she was amazing. She was from Chile, I think. No, Ecuador. No. Oh shoot. Anyway, doesn't matter. She doesn't want to go on another date with me, but I was very excited about that. I had tickets to my for a second date that we had initially planned. I had tickets to my aunt's comedy show in Hollywood. It was their VIP, very cool. And then at the end, she said that that we hadn't texted enough, and I was like, no, that's cultural. That's just the thing. Like, I didn't text you because I was told not to by my cultural things. I'm supposed to like only text a couple of times. And anyway, so with Jen, I tried to text her more, and I felt like this is something stupid that Americans do, where you're not supposed to text before the date. And so we texted a lot. Jennifer and I did have a lot of conversations. But yeah, after the Infinity Room, I kind of was talking about this question of like, who am I and who do I want to be and who are you and who do you want me to be? Who do you want to date? And does that at all coincide? I couldn't get my mind off it. She thought I was autistic. I don't think that's actually the case. Who knows? But I kind of played along with it because she was forgiving me for being so weird and intense. No, she said she doesn't want to go on a second date. But maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll go and like hang out as friends. And like, I don't want to jinx it, but like, it would be cool if she like wanted to like say like forgive me for the intensity or the awkwardness that I had on the first date, and like see that this is actually kind of fun. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe we'll never see each other again. That's also a pretty good likelihood. Can you type that in the chat? So that I mean, I know it's awkward, and I know the technology isn't working well. Because I'm trying to like make this little video. But yeah, but the question was, what have I been up to recently? Just taking classes. Taking a class. Have you been up to more recent other stuff? Like yeah. I've got my political-streamers.com page. I've been working on that. Hopefully I can get it done soon, so we can get that going. We can get the Twitch algorithm better. But yeah, what have you been up to? Yeah. No, that's the problem. Is that like Discord doesn't let me, or Discord doesn't let you like go to the stream. Actually, maybe Twitch will. Let's see. Test. No, that's the problem. Is that like Discord doesn't let me, or Discord doesn't let you like go to the stream. Actually, maybe Twitch will. Let's see. Right. I don't know if that. I mean, that'd be on other platforms that doesn't work. You can't go from Discord to the OBS to the platform, but maybe YouTube does allow that. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube. Can you hear to the stream? Actually, maybe Twitch will. Let's see. Right. I don't know if that. I mean, that'd be on other platforms that doesn't work. You can't go from Discord to the OBS to the platform, but maybe YouTube does allow that. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube. Can you hear? I get that. That OBS can pick up the desktop audio. Right. I don't know if the problem was in other platforms, maybe not YouTube, but other platforms. You can't output the audio from your OBS through like a virtual device or something to YouTube. I get that. That OBS can pick up the desktop.
No, I'm
audio.
just streaming on YouTube.
Problem
was
so the
on other
OBS is
platforms,
maybe
on
not
other
YouTube, but other
platforms, that doesn't
platforms.
work.
You can't
Sorry, what?
output the audio from your OBS to like a virtual device or something. To
OBS, yeah, it's
YouTube.
like Streamlabs.
Slobs is a paid version of OBS.
OBS
can pick up the desktop.
No, I'm
audio.
just streaming on YouTube.
Problem
was
so the
on other
OBS is
platforms,
maybe
on
not
other
YouTube, but other
platforms.
platforms.
Streamlabs OBS is a.
It's a pay, it's free, but there's a lot of stuff you have to pay
OBS,
for.
yeah, it's like
OBS,
Streamlabs.
the thing it's based on is open source,
a
paid version of
and
OBS. It's better software in my opinion.
No, I'm just streaming on YouTube.
So the OBS is maybe not YouTube, but other platforms.
Streamlabs OBS is a.
It's a pay, it's free, but there's a lot of stuff you have to pay
OBS,
for.
yeah, it's like
OBS,
Streamlabs.
the thing it's based on is open source,
paid version of
and
OBS.
it's better software in my opinion.
No, I'm just streaming on YouTube.
So the OBS is maybe not YouTube, but other platforms.
Streamlabs OBS is a.
It's a pay, it's free, but there's a lot of stuff you have to pay
OBS,
for.
yeah, it's like
OBS,
Streamlabs.
the thing it's based on is open source,
paid version of
and
OBS.
it's better software in my opinion.
No, I'm just streaming on YouTube.
So the OBS is maybe not YouTube, but other platforms.
Streamlabs OBS is.
That's amazing. That sounds really cool. So the question was, if you're watching on YouTube, can you hear Zen talking? That's the question. And then definitely, I'd like to get back to how you're doing on your Arabic. But I just wanted to know if that was something.
That's amazing.
How that was
really
working.
cool.
So the question was, if you're watching on YouTube, can you hear Zen talking? That's the question. And then definitely, I'd like to get back to how you're doing on your Arabic. But I just wanted to know if that was something.
That's amazing.
How that was
really
working.
cool.
So the question was, if you're watching on YouTube, can you hear Zen talking? Mary Curry, yeah. And then definitely, I'd like to get back to how you're doing on your Arabic. But I just wanted to know if that was
yeah.
something
So I guess it's just you and me, and
I don't know if anyone can hear you on the YouTube.
Zen talking.
Mary Curry, yeah. And then definitely, I'd like to get back to how you're doing on your Quran. Yeah, trying to read the Quran, trying to understand Islam. But haven't really delved into actually.
I don't know if
understanding
anyone
Arabic
can
yet.
hear you on the.
But it'd be good. I would really like to,
on the
and if
YouTube.
you're willing to help me, I'd love to.
Mary
Love to go
Curry.
be along
Yeah.
to do that.
And
Definitely, I'd like to get back to how you're doing on your. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Quran.
just
Yeah,
on
trying
the
to read the
date
Quran,
and doing
trying to
stuff
understand
and-
Islam.
yeah. But haven't really delved into actually.
I don't know if
understanding
anyone
Arabic
can
yet.
hear you on the.
But it'd be good. I would really like to.
Reading-
and if you're willing to help me, I'd love to.
Yeah,
how to read Arabic. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Quran.
just
Yeah,
on
trying to read the
date
Quran,
and doing
trying to
stuff
understand
and-
Islam.
But go back to
haven't really delved into
Discord.
actually I don't know if
understanding
anyone
Arabic
can
yet.
hear you on the.
But it'd be good. I would really like to.
Reading-
And if you're willing to help me, I'd love to.
Yeah, how to read Arabic.
Yeah, I can see. Let's see. I could probably like grab the disc. Sorry about that. I could make that my.
Quran. Yeah, trying to read the
doing
Quran, trying to
stuff
understand
and-
Islam.
Yeah. Keep going. I'll just really quickly set up
I don't know if
a
you can
new.
But it'd be good. I would really like to.
Reading. If you're willing to help me, I'd love to.
Yeah, how to read
Yeah,
Arabic.
I can see.
Um,
Let's see. I could probably like grab the disc. Sorry about that. I could make that my.
Quran. Yeah, trying to read the Quran, trying to understand
okay.
Islam.
Yeah. Keep going. I'll just really quickly set up
I don't know if
a
you can
new.
But it'd be good. I
So
would
let's
really
put that
like to.
behind me so you can see my place.
How to read
Yeah,
Arabic.
I can see.
Um,
Let's see. I could probably like
uh,
grab the disc. Sorry about that. I could make that my. It's pretty lag. It takes a while for the. Yeah. Keep going. I'll just really
quickly
for the
set up,
YouTube to catch up. I mean, it's.
new,
So let's put that behind me so you can see my place.
how to read
Yeah,
Arabic.
I can see. Let's see. I could probably like
uh,
grab the disc. Sorry about that. I could make that my. It's pretty lag. It takes a while for the. Yeah. Keep going. I'll just really for the YouTube to catch up. I mean, it's. So let's put that behind me so you can see my place.
how to read Arabic.
Yeah, I can see. Let's see. I could probably like
uh,
disc. Sorry about that. I could make that my. It's pretty lag. It takes a while for the. Yeah. Keep going. I'll just really for the YouTube to catch up. I mean, it's.
mhm.
So let's put that behind me so you can see my place.
how to read Arabic.
Yeah, I can see. Let's see. I could probably like
uh,
disc. Sorry about that. I could make that my. It's pretty lag. It takes a while for the. Yeah. Keep going. I'll just really for the YouTube to catch up. I mean, it's.
mhm.
So let's put that behind me so you can see my place.
how to read Arabic.
Yeah, I can see. Let's see. I could probably like
uh,
disc. ah,
It's
e,
pretty
ooh.
laggy.
Okay,
It takes
so
a
let's
while
go.
for the yeah, keep going. I'll just throw it for the YouTube to catch up. I mean, it's
Ooh. Oh, okay.
how to read Arabic.
You say be or eh? B
Ah,
e e.
pretty
Ooh.
laggy.
Okay,
It
so
takes
let's
a
go.
while.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep going. I'll just throw it for the YouTube to catch up. I mean, it's
Ooh. Oh, okay. You say be or eh? B
Ah,
e e. Ooh. Okay,
It
so
takes
let's
a
go.
while.
Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Ooh. Oh, okay. You say be or eh? B
Ah,
e. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Ooh. Oh, okay. You say be or eh? B
Ah,
e. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's the ooh is a little diacritic there, but it's also got the okay. Okay. Right, right. So the little like makes sense. What? Yeah, it's a yeah, it's a B with the with two diacritics on it. Oh, okay. So that's the ooh is a little diacritic there, but it's also got the okay. Okay. Right, right. So the little like makes sense. So
What?
that's yeah, it's a yeah, it's a B with the with two diacritics on it. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's
Right,
the
right.
ooh is a little diacritic there, but it's also got the okay. Okay. Right, right. So the little like makes sense. So
What?
that's yeah, it's a yeah, it's a B with the boo, but with two diacritics on it, and then
Okay.
it's got like the A you said connect to the
right,
the
right.
Allah, the aleph
Is
connects
there,
to the right. So it's actually so
Okay.
this, right, right. So the little like makes sense. So
What?
that's yeah, it's a yeah, it's a B with the boo, but with two diacritics on it, and then
Okay.
it's got like the A you said connect to the the Allah, the aleph connects to the right. So it's actually so
Okay.
this, right, right. So the little like makes sense. So
What?
that's yeah, it's a yeah, it's a B with the boo, but with two diacritics on it, and then
Okay.
it's got like the A you said connect to the the Allah, the aleph connects to the
Mm-hmm.
right. So it's actually so
Okay.
this, okay. Bob. Yeah, it's a yeah, it's a B with the boo, but with two diacritics on it, and then it's got like the A you said connect to the the Allah, the aleph connects to the right. So it's actually so this, okay. No, no, we finished the date. Now we're talking about. I do want to learn this. Yeah, yeah. Boo, but with two diacritics on it, and then it's got like the A you said connect to the the Allah, the aleph connects to the right. So it's actually so this, okay. No, no, we finished the date. Now we're talking about. I do want to learn this. Yeah, yeah. Boo, but with two diacritics on it, and then it's got like the A you said connect to the Allah, the aleph connects to the right. So it's actually okay. No, no, we finished the date. Now we're talking about. I do want to learn this. Yeah, yeah. Boo, but with two diacritics, and then it's got like the A you said connect to the Allah, the aleph connects to the right. So it's actually okay. No, no, we finished the date. Now we're talking about. I do want to learn this. Yeah, yeah. And then it's got like the A you said connect to the Allah, the aleph connects to the right. Boo. Wasn't it? Okay.
No,
That's
no,
bop.
we finished the date.
Right.
Now we're talking about.
Because it's by itself and yeah. Well, because it's by itself and it's got the diacritic above it. Yeah. Boo. Wasn't it? Ba. No, it's an A. That's an A. It's ba. Because it's by itself. B. Well, because it's by itself and it's got the diacritic above it. Yeah. Okay. Boo. It's weird because like in English, like the
no,
A,
no, it's an A. That's an
is
A.
not a consonant, but in this one, it can
It's by
it's
itself,
the sound.
B.
You
Because
just
it's by
like
itself, but it's got
sound,
the,
and then
diacritic
you
above it.
add the diacritic to it to make it a okay.
Boo.
It's weird because like in English, like the
no,
A,
no, it's an A. That's an
is
A.
not a consonant.
Oh,
but in
yeah,
this
it's
one,
yeah.
I'm just making an
the
observation.
sound,
Yeah, let's go with go with what we
by
got.
itself, it's got
Sound,
the,
and then you
diacritic above it.
add the diacritic to it to make it a okay.
Boo.
It's weird because like in English, like the
no,
A,
no, it's an A. That's an
is
A.
not a consonant.
Oh,
but in
yeah,
this
it's
one,
yeah.
I'm just making an observation.
sound,
Yeah,
okay.
let's go with go with what we got.
It's got
Sound,
the,
and then you
diacritic above it.
add the diacritic to it to make it a okay.
Boo.
That's a tuh sound. It's
It's weird
weird
because
like in English, like the A,
no, it's an A. That's an
is not a consonant.
Oh,
but in
yeah,
this
it's
one,
yeah.
I'm just making an observation.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go with
go with what we
It's
got.
like
sound,
ta,
and then you add the
Tu, tu.
diacritic to it to make it a okay. Yeah, that's a tuh sound. It's
weird 'cause, like,
yeah.
in
I keep getting that because in English you have the E.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, you have like the long vowels and the short vowels, and
observation.
you know, it says its
Okay.
name. So you say O or O, and it makes an ah sound, and
Tu,
that's just
tu.
something I'm gonna get over is that and then gonna try to get out of that
that's a tough
mindset so I
sound.
can
That's a-
understand.
that's a-
Yeah, I keep getting
Tu
that because in
is
English you
obviously-
have the
this is obviously
the
tu.
E. You know, you have like the long vowels and the short vowels, and you know, it says its name. So you say O or O, and it makes an ah sound, and
Tu.
that's just
Okay.
something I'm gonna get over.
But-
Is that and then gonna try to get out of that
that's a tough
mindset so I
sound.
can
That's a-
understand.
that's a-
Yeah, I keep getting
Tu
that because in
is
English you
obviously-
have the
this is obviously
the
tu.
E. You know, you have like the long vowels and the
that's
short
like-
vowels, and you know, it says its
T.
name. So you say O or O. Oh, it's a T. It is the E sound rather than the I sound.
Okay.
Something I'm gonna get over.
But-
Is that and then gonna try to get out of that mindset so I can understand. Yeah, I keep getting
Tu
that because in English you have
obviously-
the
this is obviously
the
tu.
E. You know, you have like the long vowels and the
that's
short
like-
vowels, and you know, it says its
T.
name.
Okay,
So
so
it's
that's like how you
it's
make a long
T.
sound.
It is
You got a
it
little
is the E
whole
sound
thing
rather
at
than
the
S
end.
sound.
Okay.
Something I'm gonna get over.
Uh-huh.
Is that, then getting
Uh-huh.
get out of that mindset
So
so I can understand.
T.
Yeah, I keep getting
Tu
that because in English you have the
Uh-huh.
the E. You know, you have like the long
Yeah,
vowels and
I
the
guess.
short vowels, and
That's kind of impressive.
T.
Okay, so that's like how you
it's
make a long
T.
sound.
It
You got a
is
little
the E
whole
sound
thing
rather
at
than
the
S
end.
sound.
Okay.
Something I'm gonna get over.
Uh-huh.
And then getting
Uh-huh.
get out of that mindset so I can understand.
T.
Yeah, I keep getting
Tu
that because in English you have the
Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah. 1 second. Let me open that up.
Yeah,
I guess. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I'll open up
Okay,
open up
so
Photoshop.
That's like how you
It's
make
a
a long
T.
sound.
It
You
is
got a
it
little
is the E
whole
sound
thing
thing
at
at
the
the
end.
S sound.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Something I'm gonna get over.
Uh-huh.
T. On Discord, yeah, and then everyone will see it on the.
Sure. Yeah. 1 second. Let me open that up.
Yeah,
I guess. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I'll open up
Okay,
open up
so
Photoshop.
That's like how you
It's
make
a
a long
T.
sound.
It
You
is
got a
it
little
is the E
whole
sound
thing
thing
at
at
the
the
end.
S sound.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Something I'm gonna get over.
Okay, so here we have this. Do you see it? Is it
On
live? Discord, yeah, and then everyone will see it on the.
Sure. Yeah. 1 second. Let me open that up.
Yeah, which one?
That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I'll open up,
Bot.
I'll
Okay,
open up
so
Photoshop.
That's like
So
how you
that's
make a long
like.
sound.
Yep, let's go
Yeah, sure.
different color. Okay, so here we have this. Do you see it? Is it live? Discord, yeah, and then everyone will see it on the. Come
Sure,
on,
yeah,
guys.
1 second. Let me open that up.
Yeah, which one?
That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I'll open up,
Bot.
I'll
Okay,
open up
so
Photoshop.
That's like
So
how you
that's
make a long
like.
sound.
Yeah, so that's the. Yep, let's go. And then the. Okay, so
Like
here we
one
have this.
Okay.
Do you see it? Is it
On
live?
Discord,
yeah, and then everyone will see it on the. Come
Sure,
on,
yeah,
guys.
1 second. Let me open that up.
Yeah, which one?
Mm-hmm. That's kind of
Yeah, I'll open
impressive.
up,
Bot.
I'll
Okay,
open up
so
Photoshop.
that's
So
how you
that's
make a long
like.
sound.
Yeah, so that's the. Yep, let's go. And then the. Okay, so
Like
here
one
we
dot-
have this.
Okay. Okay.
Do you see it? Is it live? Discord, yeah, and then everyone will see it on the. Come
Sure,
on,
yeah, 1
guys.
second. Let me open that up.
An A, yeah.
Bot.
Let's say. So that's like.
That's
Yeah, so that's the. Yep. And then the. Okay, so here
one
we
dot-
have this.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you see it? Is it live? Discord, yeah.
So yeah, the diacritic for the
An A, yeah.
yeah,
Say-
that was okay. Yeah, gotcha. That's
Yeah,
like
so that's the
And-
the. And then the. Okay, so here we have this.
oh
Okay.
yeah, boo.
So yeah, the.
Oh, it doesn't
so
work. Anyway,
the
technical
diacritic-
issues.
Um.
Yeah,
an A,
boo.
yeah.
Say-
That was
that was
okay,
that
yeah,
was
Yeah, so that's the
And-
the.
like that.
and the-
So it's this one. It's
okay.
the
Yeah, boo. Yeah, the
oh,
oh,
it
it
doesn't
doesn't
work.
work. Anyway,
Direct
technical
Curfew.
issues. That's what I wanted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah,
that was
okay,
that was
yeah. So that's the
like that.
So
it's
oh,
this one.
oh,
It's
okay.
yeah,
Mhm,
boo.
mhm.
Yeah,
oh,
okay,
it doesn't
so
work. Anyway, Direct
technical
Curfew.
issues. That's what I wanted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah,
that was
okay,
that was
yeah. So that's
it's like the shape of your lips. Like that. So it's
oh,
this one.
oh,
It's
okay.
yeah,
Mhm,
boo.
mhm.
Yeah,
oh,
okay,
it doesn't
so
work. Anyway, Direct
technical
Curfew.
issues. That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
B-U-T.
boo.
Yeah.
that was
So here's a B. It's like the shape of your lips. And making. I'm not doing the B right. Anyway, and then within
oh,
ooh,
oh,
it's this one.
mhm, mhm.
And then the B always has a dot under it, right?
Technical issues. That's what
But yeah,
B-U-T.
B-U-T. Or boo. The T
so
sound. So here's a B. It's like the shape of your lips.
Kind of like
making
that
that with the
anyway,
and then within T.
two
Two dots there. It's that even close?
And
That even
always has a
oh, but okay, that's just the T. But then it also has to. Does it also have a vowel with it, right? Boo. The T sound.
So
here's a B. It's like the shape of your lips.
Kind of like
making
that
Okay.
with the
Anyway, and then within
two
two dots there. It's that even close?
and
That even
always has a
oh,
Mhm.
but
Yeah,
okay,
like
that's
it
just the
is.
T. But then it also has to. Does it also have a vowel with it, right? Boo. The T sound.
here's a B.
It's like the shape of your lips.
Kind of like
making
that
Okay.
with the
Anyway, and then within
two
two dots there. It's that even close?
and
That even
Mhm.
oh, but
Yeah,
okay,
like
that's
it
just the
is.
T. But then it also has to. Does it also have a vowel with it, right? Boo. The T sound.
here's a B.
It's like the shape of your lips.
Kind of like
making
that
Okay.
with the
Anyway, and then within
two
two dots there. It's that even close?
and
I guess. But
Yeah,
okay,
like
that's
it
hopefully.
is.
T, but then it also has to. Does it also have a vowel
Mhm.
with it, right? Boo. The T sound.
here's a B.
See ya.
Kind of like
It's been a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
with the
And then within two dots there. It's that even close? I guess. But okay, that's
Hopefully.
T, but then it also has to. Does it also have a vowel
Mhm.
with it, right? Boo. The T sound. See ya. It's been a pleasure. Okay. That even close? I guess. But
Okay.
that's just
Hopefully.
T, but then it also has to. Does it also have a vowel
Mhm.
with it, right? Boo. T sound. See ya. Let's see. Okay,
It's been a
so
pleasure.
okay, so three dots, right? Okay, so
I
t
guess.
or the
Okay.
hopefully is going to be this one with. See ya. Let's see. Okay, so so three dots, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so
Th.
t or the
Okay.
hopefully is going to be
So
this
th is like
one
that.
with. Is that right? See ya. Let's see.
Th.
Okay, so
And
e. So three dots, right?
Thebe.
Or okay, so
Th.
t or the
Okay.
oh okay is
Okay.
going to be
So
this
th is like
one
that.
with for is that right? The yeah is let's see.
Th.
Okay
And
and so three dots
Thebe
right? would be
or-
there with one dot above
the.
or the
Okay.
oh okay
Okay.
is going to be
So
what's one dot
th is
below
like
oops
that.
that's right for
Is that right?
the yeah the is let's see.
Th.
Okay
Okay.
and
Mhm.
so
Three
dots
right?
would be
or-
there
Okay.
with one
Cool.
dot above
The.
yeah so let me try that one more time just to see if I remember it I mean it's
What's one
obviously I
dot
just saw
below?
it so
That's right.
for
The.
yeah I kind of got it sideways there but
Okay.
okay and you probably got to do it all like all your lines at the same time
Okay.
one
So
dot
cool.
was one dot below
The.
yeah so let me try that one more time just to see if I remember
Cool.
it I
Cool,
mean
cool,
it's
cool.
obviously I just saw
Below.
it so
That's right.
for
The.
yeah I kind of got it sideways there but
Okay.
okay and you probably got to do it all like all your lines at the same time
Okay.
one
So
dot was one dot below yeah so let me try that one more time just to see if I remember
Cool.
it
Cool,
I mean
cool,
it's
cool.
obviously I
One
just
dot
saw
below.
it let's see what I got
That's right.
so so we got
I kinda
okay Probably got to do it all like all your lines at the same time.
Okay.
This one that can connect to the left but not to the right.
Let me try that one more time.
You get the
Cool.
B.
Let's see what I got.
So the four. So we got dot.
Okay.
It's always a dot below. Okay.
Probably got to do it all like all your lines at the same time. Okay.
This one that can connect to the left. That's an N. Okay, with the dot above, it's an N. Okay, and then we have.
Let's see what I got.
So the one with the two dots. It's two dots above, right? It's always a dot below. Okay. The three dots.
Okay.
This one that can connect to the left. That's an N. Okay, with the dot above, it's an N. Okay, and then we have.
Let's see what I got.
So the one with the two dots. It's two dots above, right? It's always a dot below. Okay. The three dots. Okay.
Okay.
This one that can connect to the left. That's an N. Okay, with the dot above, it's an N. Okay, and then we have.
Let's see what I got.
Oh, go back to the one with the two dots. It's two dots above, right? Oh my. Okay, so it's always a dot below. Okay. Okay. Ba tha. That's an N. Okay, with the dot above, it's an N. Okay, and then we have. Okay. Oh, go back to the. So the first thing is oh my. Okay, so it's with the two dots is okay. Ba tha. That's ba, right? Ba tha. Oh, it's below. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that's one dot below. So the two dots above is. Oh my. Okay, so it's the two dots is. It's not the that's the three dots, right? It's just the T. Yeah, it's a T. I remember. So ta. Oh, it's below. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that's one dot below. So the two dots above is. The last one is a bit. Is a. Two dots is. It's not the that's the three dots. It's a B. It's just a T. Yeah, it's a T. And that's the end of the word. That's not an A. Tathab. Okay, that's one dot below. So the two dots above, and the last one is a bit. Is a two dots is. It's not the that's the three dots. It's a B. It's just a T. Yeah, it's a T. And that's the end of the word. That's not an A. Tathab. Okay, that's one dot below. So the two dots above, and the last one is a bit. Is a two dots. It's not the okay. It's a B. It's just a T. Yeah, it's that's the end of the word. That's not an A. Tathab. Okay. That's one dot. So the two dots above, and the last one is a bit. So making the ba and the tha and the ta, or the B, the T, and the making them kind of like a bracket, on the ground. That's a. Yeah. All right. Oh my. So making the ba and the tha and the one dot above is B, the T, and with the diacritic is making them kind of like ba bracket, bracket on the ground. It's a B and an A. Okay, because it's more rounded underneath. Oh my. So making the ba and the tha and the one dot above is and with the diacritic is making them kind of like ba. That's what I keep getting confused. I've got that stuck in my mind. B and an A. Get that out of my mind with the dot above for the B. So one dot above is N, and that's an A, right? Or the letter that is not connecting to the rest of it is an A, and with the diacritic is making them kind of like. That's what I keep getting confused. I've got it stuck in my mind. B and an A. Get that out of my mind with the dot above for the B. So one dot above is N, and that's an A, right? Or the letter that is not connecting to the rest of it is an A, and with the diacritic is making them kind of like. That's what I keep getting confused. I've got it stuck in my mind. B and an A. Get that out of my mind with the dot above for the B. So one dot. Yeah, I gotta get used to that olive character because it's different than the English A, obviously, because the A vowel is just denoted by the diacritic, but the olive is that's an actual letter, or that's not a diacritic. With the dot above for the B. So yeah, I gotta get used to that olive character because it's different than the English A, obviously, because the A vowel is but the below is the B. But the olive is that's an actual letter, or that's not a diacritic. with the dot above
Yeah,
the B.
So
Yeah, I gotta get used to that olive character.
yeah,
It's different.
nah.
But
Yeah. So
that is
can you remember the different forms of the B again?
Below it's
What is it?
B.
Because I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an actual letter. Or that's not a diacritic. With the dot above.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta get used to that olive character.
Yeah.
It's different.
Nah.
But yeah.
So
that is
can you remember the different forms of the B again?
Below it's
What is it?
B.
Because I'm getting. Yeah.
That's an actual letter. Or that's not a diacritic. With the dot above.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta get used to that olive character.
Yeah.
It's different.
Nah.
But yeah.
So
that is
can you remember
Okay, yeah.
the different forms of the B again?
Below it's
What is it?
B.
Because I'm getting. Yeah.
That's an actual letter. Or that's not a diacritic. With the dot above.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta get used to that olive character.
Yeah.
It's different.
Nah.
But yeah.
So
that is
can you remember
Okay, yeah.
the different forms of the B again?
Below it's
What is it?
Mhm.
I'm getting. Yeah.
That's an actual letter. Or that's not a diacritic.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm on board.
Yeah, I gotta get used to that olive character.
Yeah.
It's different.
Nah.
But yeah.
So can you remember
Okay, yeah.
the different forms of the B again?
Below it's
What is it?
Mhm.
I'm getting. Yeah.
That's an actual letter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So we started
I'm
off
on
with
board.
the na, and it's a long A, na, and then
Okay, yeah.
the different forms of the B again. Just a B. I don't know. There's no vowel with that B, right? Knob, or nub.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we started off
on
with
board.
the na, and it's a long A, na, and then
Let's
try. I'm down. Yeah, that sounds great. I don't know how well I'll do, but yeah,
There's no vowel with
that's
that B, right?
knob, or nub. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we started
I'm
off
on
with
board.
the na, and it's a long A, na, and then
Let's try. I'm down. Yeah, that sounds great. I
Okay.
don't know how
how well I'll
B,
do,
I
but
don't know-
yeah,
There's no vowel with
that's
that B, right?
knob.
Or nub.
So yeah,
Okay.
so that's the
Okay.
olive
Yeah.
with
Yeah, so we started
the
off
with the E underneath
Na,
with the
and it's a
right,
long A,
right?
na, and then
Let's
try. I'm down. Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
I don't
Then
know
that's
how well I'll
B.
do, but yeah, there's no vowel with
ba,
that B,
ba with no vowel.
knob.
Uh-huh.
Nub.
And
So yeah, so that's
that
the
is
olive
the
with
the with no vowel with the E underneath with the
and it's a
right,
long A,
right?
na, and then
Let's try. I'm down. Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
I don't
And
know
that's
how well I'll do, but yeah.
there's no
ibn
vowel
ba ba with no vowel.
knob.
Yeah, yeah.
Nub.
And
So yeah, so that's
that
the
is
olive with
the with no vowel with the E underneath with the
and it's a
right,
long A,
right?
na, and then
Let's try. I'm down.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Ibn.
I
And
don't
that's
know how well I'll do, but
yeah, ibn ba with no vowel. Yeah, with yeah,
Ibn
yeah.
bin.
And
So yeah, so that's
that
the
is
olive with
the with no vowel with the E underneath with the right, right?
Let's try. I'm
Okay.
Sounds great.
And that's
I don't know how well I'll do, but
yeah, ibn. That's an
with
with
no vowel.
yeah, with yeah,
Ibn
yeah.
bin.
And
So yeah, so that's
that
the
is
olive
with
with
the with no vowel with the E underneath with the right?
let's try. I'm
Okay.
sounds great.
and that's
I don't know how well I'll do, but
Yeah. Okay.
ibn
That's an
with
with
no vowel.
yeah, with yeah,
Ibn
yeah.
bin.
And
So yeah, so
that
that
is
is
with no vowel. It tries to connect with something, but it doesn't, so it just goes down. Yeah.
let's try.
Okay.
and that's
Yeah. Okay.
ibn
That's an
with
with yeah, with yeah,
ibn
yeah.
bin. So yeah, so that is
It's confusing.
tries
Right?
to connect with something,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, so it just goes down.
Yeah. Okay.
and that's
Yeah. Okay.
ibn
That's an
with
yeah, with yeah,
ibn
yeah.
bin. So yeah, so that is
It's confusing.
tries
Right?
to connect with something,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, so it just goes down.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is the
Okay.
That's what in English that's the M sound. But yeah, but yeah, it's confusing.
Tries to
Right?
connect with something,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, so it just goes down.
Ma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is the yeah.
Okay.
That's what in English that's the
Okay.
M sound. But yeah, but yeah, confusing.
Tries to
connect with something,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, so it just goes down.
Ma.
Okay.
Okay. And that is the
Yeah.
Okay. That's what in English that's the
Okay.
M sound. But yeah, but yeah, it's
Confusing.
Tries to
connect with something,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, so it just goes down.
ma.
Okay.
Boy. And that is the
Okay, I got
M.
this. I got this.
So that it's starting off with
That's
what in English that's the
Okay.
M
That
is
sound.
ba, or B with the with an A,
But yeah,
and then we go into
confusing.
ta
Yeah.
with the A. Tha,
Ma.
tha,
Okay.
tha, th with an A, and then they got
Okay, I got this. I got this.
So that
Ba.
it's starting off with the
Tha.
Okay.
Okay.
That is ba, or B
Batham.
with the with an A.
Batham.
And
Okay.
then we go into
Awesome. I'm not
Ta.
terrible at this.
with the A. Tha, 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 th with an A, and then they got
Okay, I got this. I got this.
So that
Ba.
it's starting off with the
Tha.
Okay.
Mm.
That is ba, or B
Batham.
with the with an A.
Batham.
And
Okay.
then we go into
Awesome. I'm not
Ta.
terrible at this.
with the A. Tha, 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 th with an A, and then they got
Okay, I got this. I got this.
So that
Ba.
it's starting off with the
Tha.
Okay.
Mm.
That is ba, or B
Batham.
with an A.
Batham.
And
Okay.
then we go into
Awesome. I'm not
Ta.
terrible at this.
with the A. Tha, 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 th with an A, and then they got
Okay, I got this. I got this.
So that
Ba.
it's starting off with the
Tha.
Okay. That is ba, or B
Batham.
with an A.
Batham.
And then we go into
Awesome. I'm not
Ta.
terrible at this.
Tha.
Let's go for the weird, the sounds that I'm not familiar with.
And then they got
Okay, I got this. I got this.
So that
Ba.
it's starting off with the
Tha.
Okay. That is ba, or B
Batham.
with an A.
Batham.
And then we go into
Awesome. I'm not
Ta.
terrible at this.
Tha.
Let's go for the weird, the sounds that I'm not familiar with.
And then they got
Okay, I got this. I got this.
So that
Ba.
it's starting off with the
It's like my guess again. I don't know this very well, but sometimes you have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have like aspirated sounds, like a.
Let's
That's
go
why I got
for
this
the
little.
weird
The sounds that I'm not familiar with. And that's not at all. Yeah. Okay. B and P. It's like my guess again. I don't know this very well, but sometimes you have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have like aspirated sounds, like a.
Let's
That's
go
why I got
for
this
the
little.
weird
The sounds that I'm not familiar with. And that's not at all. Yeah. Okay. 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 B and P. It's like my guess again. I don't know this very well, but sometimes you have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have.
I
like,
do have glasses on, yes.
Aspirated sounds, like a.
Let's
That's
go
why I got
for
this
the
little.
weird
The sounds that I'm not familiar with. And that's not at all. Yeah. Okay. 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 B and P. It's like my guess again. I
Which is
don't know
different
this very well, but sometimes you have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have.
I
like,
do have glasses on, yes.
Aspirated sounds.
Okay.
That's
Let's
why I got this little. The sounds that I'm not familiar with. And that's not at all. Yeah. Okay.
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 Mm-hmm.
B and P. It's like my guess again.
Which
I
is
don't know
different
this very well, but sometimes you have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have.
I
like,
do have glasses on, yes.
Aspirated sounds.
Okay.
That's why I got this little. The sounds that I'm not
Okay.
familiar with.
Yeah, and it's more. It's in the back of your throat. Your vocal cords are active, but it's an
Okay.
H,
Okay.
which usually you're not very active on the H.
It's like my guess again.
Which is different than. Oh, they're not active. Okay.
You have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have.
I
like,
do have glasses on. Yes.
Aspirated sounds.
Okay.
That's why I got this little.
Okay. Yeah, and it's more. It's in the back of your throat. Your vocal cords are active, but it's an
Okay.
H,
Okay.
which usually you're not very active on the H.
It's like my guess again.
Which is different than. Oh, they're not active. Okay.
You have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have.
I do have glasses on. Yes.
Aspirated sounds.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and it's more. It's in the back of your throat. Your vocal cords are active, but it's an
Okay.
H,
Okay.
which usually you're not very active on the H.
It's like my guess again.
Which is different than. Oh, they're not active. Okay.
You have like guttural. If we have guttural stops, and you also have.
I do have glasses on. Yes.
Aspirated sounds.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and it's
Right.
in the back of your throat. Your
And
vocal
also,
cords are
this is
active,
like
but
you're
it's an
lifting your pen and like starting from that little top loop, and you're talking
H.
that hump, and then
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, and it's
Right.
in the back of your throat. Your
and
vocal
also
cords are
this is
active,
like
but
you're
it's an
lifting
H.
your pen and like starting from that little top loop, and you're talking that hump, and then
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah, and it's
Right.
in the back of your throat. And also, this is like you're lifting your pen
With an oo?
and like
That's a-
starting
that's a-
from that little
okay.
top loop.
who
Or top,
but
that hump, and
or
then
just but hoop like the hmm okay. So that's
yeah, and it's
hoop.
in the back of your throat. And also, this is like you're lifting your pen
With an oo?
and like
That's a-
starting
that's a-
from that little
okay.
top loop.
who
Or
no
top,
but
that hump, and
or
then
just
just
but hoop like the hmm okay. So that's
yeah, and it's
hoop.
right.
Hmm.
Back of your throat. And also, this is like you're lifting your pen
With an oo?
and like
That's a-
starting
that's a-
from that little
okay.
top loop.
who
Or
no
top,
but
that hump, and
or
then
just
just
but hoop like
Mhm.
like the okay yeah. So that's because you've hold it's important to hold that in or
You're lifting
or
your with an oo and like starting
that's
from
it.
that
Mhm,
little
mhm.
top loop.
who
Or
no
top,
but
that hump, and
or
then
just
just
but hoop like the okay yeah. So that's because you've hold it's important to hold that in or so is there a difference between just writing the consonant twice versus putting the little diacritic above it, or you just do okay yeah. But like if we put another b at the end of that, it would be the same thing, or so is there a difference between just writing the consonant twice versus putting the little diacritic above it, or you just do okay yeah. But like if we put another b at the end of that, it would be the same thing, or so is there a difference between just writing the consonant twice versus putting the little diacritic above it, or you just do okay yeah. But like if the lower one is if we put another b at the end of that, babao, it would be the same thing, or so is there a difference between just writing the consonant
Baba.
twice versus putting the little diacritic above it, or you just do
Baba.
I guess okay yeah. But like if the lower one is if we put another b at the end of that,
Babao.
okay. So just hold the consonant, don't
Right,
like,
okay, yeah.
add the
Babao.
vowel longer, but right.
Bob.
I guess okay yeah. But like if the lower one is if we put another b at the end of that,
Babao.
okay. So just hold the consonant, don't
Right,
like,
okay, yeah.
add the
Babao.
vowel longer, but right.
Bob.
Ba ba ba. Ba. I guess I'm having trouble. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Let's try a couple of times and
So just
I'll
hold
see if
the
I can get closer.
consonant, don't- right, okay.
But to hold that B,
Ba.
vowel longer, but right.
Bob.
Ba ba ba. Okay. I guess I'm having trouble. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Let's try a couple of times and I'll see if I can get closer.
Right, okay.
But to hold that B,
Ba.
vowel longer, but right.
Bob.
Ba. Okay. I guess I'm having trouble. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Let's try a couple of times and I'll see if I can get closer.
Right.
But to
Gene.
hold that B, vowel longer, but okay. J.
Bob.
Okay. I guess I'm having trouble. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Let's try a couple of times and I'll see if I can get closer. But to
Gene.
hold that B, vowel longer, but okay. So that's the second one. And what was the first one? The very without the dot? I guess I'm having trouble. Yeah, no. I mean the yeah. The other one. Sorry, the one on the left. Okay. So that's the second one. What is it? And what was the first one? Versus without the dot? I guess I'm having trouble. No. I mean the yeah. The other one. So the one on the left. Okay. So that's the second one. What is it? Okay, so the one without the dot is ha, and the one with the dot is ha, or more with the throat. Ha. The other one. So the one that's gonna be tricky. Okay. So that's the second one. What is it? Okay, so the one without the
Heh.
dot is
What was the
ha.
first one?
Heh.
Or is this okay?
Well,
The one
I'm trying to
with
think of
the
the
dot
throat
is-
because there's just ha, and ha.
More with the throat.
You know, or two. Or that's
Ha.
just how you're pronouncing the vowel. But
Ha.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. There's the other one.
So
Huh.
the-
Sorry.
Yeah,
The one
that's
on
gonna
the
be tricky.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Mhm. The second one. What is it?
Yeah, that's okay. So the one without the
Heh.
dot is
What was the
ha.
first one?
Ha.
Or is this okay?
Well,
The
I'm
one
trying to
with
think
the
of the
dot is-
throat because there's just ha, and ha.
More with the throat.
You know, or two. Or that's
Ha.
just how you're pronouncing the vowel. But
Ha.
yep.
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. There's the other one.
So
Huh.
the-
Sorry.
Yeah,
The one
that's
on
gonna
the
be tricky.
Okay.
Uh huh. Okay.
The second one. What is it?
Yeah, that's okay. So the one without the
Heh.
dot is
What was the
ha.
first one?
Ha.
Or is this okay?
Well,
The one
I'm
with
trying to think of
dot
the
is-
throat because there's just ha, and ha.
More with the throat.
You know, or two. Or that's
Ha.
just how you're pronouncing the vowel. But
Ha.
yep.
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. There's the other one.
So
Huh.
the-
Sorry.
Yeah,
The one
that's
on
gonna
the
be tricky. Okay. Okay.
What is it?
Yeah, that's okay. So the one without the
Heh.
dot is
Okay.
ha. Ha. Well,
The one
I'm trying to
with
think
the
of the
dot is-
throat because there's just ha, and ha.
More with the
You
throat.
know, or two. Or that's okay, so you said reverb or like trill or like the kind of, but not that not so. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but
The one without the
Hmm.
dot is
ha. Well, I'm trying to think of the throat because there's just ha, and ha. You know, or two. Or that's okay, so you said reverb. Okay, so
like
with the
trill or
voice,
like-
it's and without the voice, but not that not so. Okay. Or
Yeah.
I can't okay, yeah, but okay, so you said reverb. Okay, so like with the voice,
like-
it's k, and without the voice, but not that not so. Okay. Or okay, yeah, but okay, so you said reverb. Okay, so like with the voice, it's k, and without the voice, but not that not so. Okay. Or okay, yeah, but okay, but it doesn't not a K, is it's an H sort of thing. Okay, so okay, okay, so like with the voice, it's k, and without the voice. Okay, when you translate it, yeah. Huh. Okay, yeah, but okay, but it doesn't not a K, is it's an H sort of thing. Okay, okay, so like with the voice, it's k, and without the voice. Okay, when you translate it, yeah. Huh. Let's see. So that's that's an olive with an with the ooh, right? Okay. Just yeah. So I was hoping I'd just be able to do it, but no. So. Okay, when you translate it, yeah. Huh. Let's see. So that's ooh, ooh. Okay. It's an olive with an ooh, with the ooh, right? Okay. Just yeah. So I was hoping I'd just be able to do it, but no. So okay. Okay, when you translate it, yeah. Huh. Let's see. So that's ooh, ooh. Okay. It's an olive with an ooh, with the ooh, right? Okay. Just yeah. So I was hoping I'd just be able to do it, but no. So okay. No, that's a T. That's a T. Yeah, that's a T, not a B. Ooh. 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 Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. With the ooh, right? Okay. Cool. So I was hoping I'd just be able to do it, but no. So yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's fun. I'm trying to get it. That's a T. That's a T. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, for helping me. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. With the ooh, right? Okay. Cool. So I was hoping I'd just be able to do it, but no. So yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's fun. I'm trying to get it. That's a T. That's a T. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, for helping me. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so two dots is. That's the
Yeah,
t.
yeah,
but yeah, it's fun. I'm trying to get it.
That's a T. That's a T.
And it's and then there's a two, and there's the ah diacritic with the aleph, so it's ta. Okay. And then the. Okay, so two dots is. At the end, it's the that's the new j sound. And it's and then there's a two, and there's the ah diacritic with the aleph, like Taj Mahal maybe. I don't know. It's another language. And then the. Okay. So two dots is Taj. At the end, it's the that's the new j sound. And it's a, and then
Ju-
there's a two, and there's
Taj.
the diacritic with the aleph.
Like
So
Taj
it's
Mahal, maybe. I don't know. It's
Ta.
another language.
And then the
Okay.
okay, so two dots.
Mhm.
Is,
Taj.
At the end, it's the that's the new j sound. And it's a, and then
Ju-
there's a two, and there's
Taj.
the diacritic with the aleph.
Okay, so that was the
Ta.
not.
And then
Okay.
okay, okay, so two
No,
dots.
it's not.
is-
Taj. Oh, it's a
at the end,
ma.
It's the
Yeah, not the N, but the
new
M.
j
Yeah.
sound.
Ma.
And it's a, and
Ju-
then there's a two, and there's
Taj.
the diacritic with the aleph.
Okay, so that was the
Ta.
not right. Okay,
Okay.
ma.
Two dots.
It's not.
is-
Taj. Oh, it's a
No,
ma.
it's
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
the,
not
that's
the N, but the
new
M.
j
Yeah.
sound.
Ma.
And it's a, and then
Ju-
there's a two, and there's
Taj.
the diacritic with the aleph.
Okay, so that was the ma. Not right. Okay. Okay. Ma. Okay. It's not. Taj. Oh, it's a ma.
No,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
the,
not the N, but the
new
M.
j
Yeah.
sound.
Ma.
And it's a, and then there's a two, and there's
Okay. Okay, so that was the ma. Not
Got it.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Ma.
You'll have to give me some tips.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a
Ma.
yeah,
Yeah, not the N, but the M. Ma.
All right. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so that
I
was
mean, well, let's keep working on it. Yeah.
not
Got it.
right. Okay.
Okay. You'll have to give me some tips.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a okay, so that's the sound, or just the like blowing your glasses, and then slowly add your vocal cords.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Something like that, or well, let's keep working on it. Yeah. Got it.
Right. Okay.
Okay. You'll have to give me some tips. Oh, right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Vocal cords. So, okay, so that's the sound, or just the like blowing your glasses, and then slowly add your vocal cords.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Something like that, or well, let's keep
Yeah,
working on
yeah.
it.
I'll just try to make a couple to get.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just try a couple
right,
things.
okay,
So
vocal
I'm trying to like start with the.
That's the
Or just the I mean,
like
it's more like.
blowing
And then slowly add your vocal cords.
All right.
Something like that, or well, let's
Yeah. I'll just try to make a couple to get.
Yeah. So let's just try a couple things. So I'm trying to like start with the.
Okay.
Out of.
Uh,
Or just the I mean, it's
more
okay.
like-
Okay. Let's let me listen to the sound and see if I can just mimic it. Something like that, or well, let's
yeah. I'll just try to make a couple to get.
Yeah. So let's just try a couple things. So I'm trying
Alright.
to like start with the.
Okay.
Out of.
Or
just the I mean, it's okay. Okay. Let's let me listen to the sound and see if I can just mimic it.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, or well, let's
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll just try to make a couple to get.
Yeah. So let's just try a couple things. So I'm trying
Alright.
to like start with the.
Okay.
Out of. I mean, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's let me listen to the sound and see if I can just mimic it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll just try to make a couple to get.
Okay.
This is the
Yeah.
out it
So
sound,
just try a couple things. So
or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the sound we're talking.
Out of.
I mean,
Aye.
okay. Let's let me listen to the sound and see if I can just mimic it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll just try to make a couple to get.
Okay. This is the
Yeah.
out it
So
sound,
just try a couple things. So
or something like that. Yeah. This is the sound we're talking.
Out of.
I mean,
Aye.
okay. Let's let me listen to the sound and see if I can just mimic it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll just try to make a couple to get.
Okay. This is the
Okay.
out it
So
sound,
just try a couple things.
or something like that. Yeah. This is the sound we're talking.
Out of.
Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I can keep going. I guess I should. I want to keep going. I'm just. I have a lot of.
Okay.
Okay. Out it.
Okay.
Okay. This is the sound we're talking.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I can keep going. I guess I should. I want to keep going. I'm just. I have a lot of.
Okay.
Out it. Okay. This is the sound we're talking. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I can keep going. I
Wall.
guess I should. I
Wall.
want to keep going. I'm just. I have a lot of.
Wall. Or wall
Okay.
with or like.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I can keep going.
Wall.
I guess I want to keep
Wall.
going. I'm just
Wall.
I have
Yeah,
a
it kind
lot
of feels like it's touching the teeth
Mhm.
almost, or I don't know if that's
wall.
or wall
Okay.
with or like. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
Wall.
Yeah. I don't know. I can keep going.
Wall.
I guess I want to keep going. I'm just
Wall.
I have
Yeah,
a
it kind
lot
of feels like it's touching the teeth
Mhm.
almost, or I don't know if that's
wall.
run
Okay.
with or like. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
Wall.
Yeah. I don't know. I can keep going.
Wall.
I guess I want to keep going. I'm just
Wall.
I have
Yeah,
a
it kind
lot
of feels like it's touching the teeth almost, or I don't know if that's
wall.
run.
Okay.
So it looks a lot like the aleph, but it just always connects to the left. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, it has to have the curl, or else it'd be an aleph.
Wall.
Wall. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's touching the teeth almost, or I don't know if that's
Wall.
run. So it looks a lot like the aleph, but it just always connects to the left.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah, it has to have the curl, or else it'd be an aleph. Mm-hmm. Wall. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's touching the teeth almost, or I don't know if that's run. So it looks a lot like the aleph, but it just always connects. Makes
to the
sense. Yeah.
left.
Yeah. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah, it has to have the curl, or else it'd be an aleph. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wall. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's touching the teeth almost, or I don't know if that's run. So it looks a lot like the aleph, but it just always connects. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the
Okay.
ha, and
It has to
then
have the
the
curl, or else it'd be an aleph.
oh, okay. G. Oh yeah. Okay, is get the dot. So G, and then ma. Oh.
So it looks a lot like the aleph,
Oh.
but it just always connects.
Ja.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so that is
Ma.
the
Okay.
ha, and
It has to
then
have the
jam,
curl, or else it'd be an
jam, ja, ma, G. Oh
Jamal.
yeah. Okay, is get the dot. So G, and then ma. Oh.
So it looks a lot
Okay.
like the aleph, but
Oh.
it just always connects.
Ja.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so that is
Ma.
the. Is it maybe the original version of camel? That everyone it got.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Jam-
Jam.
Okay.
G. Oh
Jamal.
yeah. Okay, is get the dot. So G, and then
Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks a lot
Okay.
like the aleph, but
Oh.
it just always connects.
Ja.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so that is
Gamel.
the- Is it maybe the original version of camel? That everyone it got.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Jam-
Jam.
G.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Okay, is get the dot. So
Hmm.
G, and then
Jamal.
Okay. Oh.
Mhm,
Ja.
mhm.
Okay, so that is
Gamel.
Is it maybe the original version of camel? That everyone it got.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Jam.
G.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Okay, is get the dot. So
Okay.
G, and then
Jamal.
Mhm. Okay. Oh.
Mhm,
Ja.
mhm.
Okay, so that is
Gamel.
Is it maybe the original version of camel? That everyone it got. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
More. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, is get the dot. So
Okay.
and then
Jamal.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
Ja.
Mhm.
So that is
Gamel.
Is it maybe
That's the L.
camel?
Oh, okay.
That everyone it got. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
More. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, okay, because it normally has that swoop at the end when it is not connected to anything. Okay. It looks a lot like the buh. That's the L. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
More. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, okay, because it normally has that swoop at the
La.
end when it
Okay.
is not connected to anything.
Okay.
La, and we don't put the if you did
It
have
looks
the
like
diacritic
the buh,
above it,
that's
the
the
little
L.
line,
Oh, okay.
that would just be longer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
'cause it normally
But that would
has
be
that-
like
that- that
the
swoop
A
at
the
the
A
end when it's
diacritic
not
with the
connected to anything.
aleph after it. Yeah.
Okay.
La, and we don't put the if
You
you
don't
don't
put
put
that
that
in
the
this one,
diacritic
the buh,
above it,
that's
the
the
little
L.
line,
Oh, okay.
that would just be longer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
'cause it normally
But that
has
would be
that-
like
that-
the
that swoop
A,
at
the
the
A
end when it's not
diacritic with
connected to
the
anything.
aleph after it. Yeah.
Okay.
La, and we don't put the if
You
you
don't
don't
put
put
that
that
in
the
this one,
diacritic
the buh,
above it,
that's
the
the
little
L.
line,
Oh, okay.
that would just be longer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
'cause it normally
But that
has
would be
that-
like
that-
the
that swoop
A,
at
the
the
A
end when it's not
diacritic with
connected to
the
anything.
aleph after it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
La, and we don't put
Kind of like how the aleph is
if you
the
don't put
is
that in
the
the diacritic
is
above
the
it,
representation of the A
line,
sound.
that would just be
You also have other sounds for the
Oh,
oo
okay.
and the to make that long. But we'll get into that some other time because there's a lot to take in right now.
Credit with the aleph after it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And we don't put
Kind of like how the aleph is,
We don't put that
the,
there.
is a representation of the A sound.
That would just be
You also have other sounds for the oo and the to make that long. But we'll get into that some other
That would
time
be like
because
a-
there's a lot to take in right now.
Credit with the aleph after it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And we don't put
Kind of like how the aleph is.
Mhm.
Okay, because the aleph never connects to the left. But I guess it's kind of like you're going past it and then. Okay, yeah. But we'll get into that some other
That would be
time
like
because
a-
there's a lot to take in right now.
Credit with the aleph after it.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't put
Kind of like how the aleph is.
Mhm.
Okay, because the aleph never connects to
Okay,
the left.
okay.
But I guess it's kind of like you're going past it and then. Okay, yeah. But we'll get into that some other time because there's a lot to take in right now.
credit with the aleph after it.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't put
Kind of like how
Okay.
the aleph is. Okay, because the aleph never connects to
Okay,
the left.
okay.
But I guess it's kind of like you're going past it and then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. But we'll get into that some other time because there's a lot to take in right now. Mm-hmm. Kind of like how
Okay.
the aleph is. Okay, because the aleph never connects to
Okay,
the left.
okay.
But I guess
Yep.
it's kind of like you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
past it and then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. But we'll get
Okay.
into that
Cool.
because there's a lot to take in right now. Oh, I was wondering maybe I could get something to eat and I could come back in like an hour and we could review all this. See how much. I was wondering if I could go like get some food and then I could come back if you're free in an hour, and I could review all this and see how much of it. Okay, cool. Oh, maybe you should sleep. Sleep is good. Maybe I could get something to eat. Yeah, but I mean, sometime soon. I want to like review all this. You know, I want to try to see because like you know you have like your short-term memory. And you kind of like, oh yeah, there's the aleph and the ba and the th and the g and review all this and see how much. Huh. Okay. And like I remember it now, but I wonder if I can remember. Maybe you should sleep. Sleep is good. You know, if it's actually. I mean, sometime soon. I want to like review all this. You know, I want to try to see because like you know you have like your short-term memory. And you kind of like, oh yeah, there's the aleph and the ba and the th and the g and review all this and see how much. Huh. Okay. Okay. And like I remember it now, but I wonder if I can remember. Maybe you should sleep. Sleep is good. You know, if it's actually. Let's do it Sunday. Soon. I want to like you know I want to try to see because like you know you have like your short-term memory. And you kind of like, oh yeah, there's the aleph and the ba and the th and the g and review all this and see how much. It's an aleph with the a, and like I so it's a long a, but I wonder. And then the next. Maybe you should sleep. Sleep is good. What you know if it's actually. Let's do it Sunday. Soon. I want to like you know I want to try to see because like you know you have like your short-term memory. And you kind of like, oh yeah, there's the aleph and the ba and the th. Okay. The next one is the ul sound, the L sound with the a, and like I and then that the next letter is a what? It is a sound. With, oh, the G. It's got the dot underneath, and but the a diacritic. So. Okay. Ja. The next one is the ul sound, the L sound with the a, and like and then that the next letter is a what? It is a sound. Ja. Oh, the G. It's got the dot underneath. Ma and but the a diacritic. So. Okay. Ja. The next one is the ul sound, the L sound with the a, and like al Jamal. The next letter is a what? L sound. Ja. Oh, the G. It's got the dot underneath. Ma and but the a diacritic. So. Okay. L. Okay. Ja. Yeah. Yeah. Al Jamal. The next letter is a what? Al sound. Ja. Oh, I might need some refresher. Ma and but the a diacritic. It may take it may take a cute couple tries to really get it, but yeah. I want. Yeah. Al Jamal. Cool. Thanks. Bye. I might need some refresher. It may take it may take a cute couple tries to really get it, but yeah. I want. Yeah. Cool.